But yeah, if you want to work on that, if you want right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can do that pretty.
I guess I'll just give it to Chris right here. I don't know why the fuck I put it in spoilers. There you go. If you guys want to work on that,
no,
I didn't expect you guys to have anything ready by today's episode. Because
I would have definitely worked on it.
Yeah, sorry. I thought you would have saw. I should have texted you at least.
Like I said, I saw the picture and I was like, "Oh, the episode's up," but I didn't think there was more to it.
I posted a fucking ton like last 2 days. I noticed. I was like, "Shit!" I've been kind of on the Discord for a while. But no, so I do want to see your personal tier lists, like just for like the Discord to see it.
Okay.
But for the recording, we will do a collective, right? So we're gonna have to like kind of push and pull. Like, okay, Chris is gonna pull for Twin Snakes to be fucking S tier, and I'm gonna be like, no, it needs to be brought down a little bit.
I'll settle for B tier.
I'm gonna drag it as far down as I can.
Any rules? I was thinking about it when you had mentioned it. It's like I said, I had no idea, but that it was here. But any rules in terms of how many can be per tier, or are we just kind of doing whatever?
Oh no, whatever. No, they could all be S tier if you want.
Okay,
it's your tier list.
I swear to God,
just curious.
If you put acid as S tier, I'm going to not believe anything you say from now on.
Damn, first it was red 1, and now it's going to be if acid's S tier.
I mean, I already shouldn't believe anything he says because he kept telling me to talk to Rose.
And that you can camouflage against claymores.
That's one thing. That's a joke. That's fun in games. But talking to Rose is not fun in games.
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Well, you guys, do you know what day it was 2 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
It was our 1-year anniversary as of this recording.
All right. Jeez.
No way. Wow.
So happy anniversary, guys. We did 1 whole year. So this again is another not normal episode because we kind of ran out of time in the last episode. The He Who Shall Not Be Named also mentioned, like, we didn't talk about MGS4 online at all.
I know. That was a big deal, in my opinion.
Yeah. People still love it to this day.
I do.
They still, I mean, to this day, because there's private servers and people are fucking jailbreaking their PS3s and emulating the game on their PCs and playing that online mode, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if I ever got a chance to play this. Did you? Oh, sorry. Jesus. By the way, this is Codec Calls. Welcome, everybody. You know the drill. This is not a normal episode. I'm Noise. That's German.
Hey.
And that's Chris.
Hello.
What you were up to?
I am. Nothing for me. Just finished off my first week of 410s, and as you heard when you jumped in, I don't know, just kind of feel bored, so trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, man.
But it's still nice. I do like it. I do like that I had yesterday off and today off, and I work tomorrow at sushi, and that's okay. That's my choice. But going forward, like if I do decide to leave it or not, I have 3 days to do what I want. Like go on a fishing trip and use 0 of my vacation time. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Are you by yourself most of the time? Like your wife is only like home for like one of them, or what?
No, our days are completely opposite right now. So yeah. So she works Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm sorry. She's off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday, Friday, Saturday now. So we'll just never just see her in the mornings and then a little bit at night, and that's it.
God damn it! Why the fuck does it always work out like that?
I know, right? But it's okay. Like for now, we'll just do like that. I mean, people have told me like, oh, I should switch teams and go to the other team B, if you will.
Yeah, but I'm like, make this podcast so much easier to do.
Would it? No, that's the other thing. It's not like it. Well, that's what I didn't mention it, but that's why I was like, but it's not like I could just say, hey, I'm going to go to the team. Like we have to do a 1-for-1 swap kind of thing, don't we?
Pretty much, yeah. Because I mean, we're losing your Baldur's Gate butt buddy, and so
Baldur's Gate's butt buddy.
Yeah, weren't you playing Baldur's Gate with him?
No, but who?
Yeah, was it not him?
No.
Who was it then?
The only person I played Baldur's Gate was this guy from Sushi Pier, Jesse. We played for like an hour, and then we also played Divinity for like an hour, and then we never saw him again. I
don't know why I confused them, but yeah, now that he's gone, I mean, I don't know if you remember what they said in the meeting, like they're not hiring anybody.
Yeah, they put a freeze on our
which I'm so happy about, because those 2 people we talked about last time do not get a chance to transfer down.
That's what's funny, dude. Like, yeah, I feel bad, but it is what it is.
But yeah, I think it would have to be like a 1-to-1, like somebody who's like, you know what, I kind of do want these days off. You know what? Just switch with me.
Switch with you?
Just kidding.
I was gonna say, isn't that defeating the purpose? I was confused. Like, what? Like,
fucking Noise is playing 4D chess here. Why would he want to switch with me?
Because which days off with me?
Oh, okay. Let's try that.
Enjoy having no days off.
I know, right? 24/7. You're never off.
On call 24/7. On average, I work like 9 hours a day.
Yeah. What about you, Chris?
I've been learning DaVinci a lot. Yeah, I've been really diving into that.
What's that?
It's a editing program.
You've been dive-inching into it?
And indeed, dive-inching into it. It's a for a free program. It's very complicated. And I knew that like when I first downloaded and everything, but like really getting into it now and really learning all the tricks and everything. Like it's got keyframing, it's got animation, it's got like there's a lot to it.
Or like feature rich.
Feature rich, yeah, that's what I mean.
Because I mean,
it is
the special effects one is complicated though. That one still takes me a minute. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's that? The
Fusion?
Fusion, yeah. But I actually watched a short video on that, and it's interesting. If I can get into it, I'd like to.
Yeah. Because I can get the concept in my head, but I can't execute it very well. Like I'm like I get stuck and I'm like, wait, what am I doing?
Yeah. It's there's a lot to it. Yeah. I've been learning about that stuff. I actually edited one of the clips today for the Monster Hunter podcast. I used very, very simple keyframing.
Yeah.
It was an interesting little thing. Like I got to test that out, kind of play with it, and like, oh, that's cool. Like I did something, you know. And so it's always nice to like experiment with things and then make little achievements and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I don't know who knew before when I was making the clips before I was using CapCut, and when TikTok got banned, CapCut got banned with it because it's owned by the same company.
I didn't know that.
Interesting enough, Marvel, what was that card game that we used to play?
Snap? Snap?
Yeah. Was also owned by the same company, and that got banned too.
Really?
So, yeah.
Yeah, I did hear about that.
So you can't play it anymore, or you just can't download it no more?
I as far as I know, you just can't download it anymore.
Oh, okay.
But it will also mean that there's not going to be any more updates for it. Which eventually it's going to brick the game. But CapCut is just not available at all. Like I went to use it and it says something about checking for something, and it does it every once in a while. It'll check my system and it'll like, oh, your system's good enough to use this. It's like, well, yeah, like I could probably do this on like an integrated CPU or integrated graphics CPU. Like it doesn't take a lot to run, CapCut. And all of a sudden it popped up with a thing like, this is no longer available in your region. I was like, are you kidding me? So apologies to all of our viewers and everything. I know that in the last couple of weeks, we have been very much lacking on clips, but that should be fixed this next week. Of course, it'll be last week by the time it's released, this last week. But I'm working on getting those out again, and it's just taking me some time to find another program that works and is free and gets everything done and everything like that. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the captions too. That was the best part about CapCut is it had auto captions, and DaVinci, that's a paid feature.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know what? If the clip is interesting enough, I don't fucking need the goddamn captions.
Yeah. And YouTube has auto captions anyway, so it's usually pretty good. So I'm not too worried about it, but yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm actually thinking of just dropping all the meta owned stuff. I feel like I can't in like good conscience feel good about using their platform anymore.
Yeah.
Like it just bugs me to shit with all the, I don't want to get political, but just all the shit that's happening in the world, and just supporting that platform is kind of upsetting me.
All right. How was your week?
Sorry, I just put a lumpia in my mouth.
Oh man.
After I said that.
Oh man. I haven't had that for a long time.
Yeah, and it's got some what is the sauce? Like the spicy
the sweet chili sauce?
Yeah, the sweet chili sauce. Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to like end a sentence and then stick a piece of food in my mouth right after that.
Yeah, it's better to do it mid-sentence, don't you know?
Yeah, right. How was my week? I mean, pretty much nothing except my kid got sick. I I was thinking back that a couple episodes. Remember, I was like, man, I've been like fighting off whatever, because my kid got sick before. Remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then I was like,
after his birthday, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I'm totally fine. Like nothing's happening to me. And German was like, I'm kind of worried now because like I feel like you're gonna get really sick. And then I got fucking COVID.
Yep. So it's German's fault now.
Yeah. And then my kid got sick again. And so that really worried me because I was like, oh shit, did I just give him COVID? And so it was just like, you know, he didn't show any COVID symptoms.
Okay.
So we're like, I think he's okay. And we're like, we think he's got pink eye. And, you know, because his eyes are just getting super crusty and whatever. And my wife took him to the doctor today. And he does indeed have pink eye, even though his eyes weren't red whatsoever. Yeah, so he just has pink eye. On both eyes, of course. So when he wakes up, they're sealed shut.
Yeah.
And then just an ear infection. So that's kind of what's been causing the fever. That was like the only like COVID symptom, was that he was kind of feverish. But yeah, I mean, he hasn't been like deflated or anything, you know, personality wise. He's just been totally cool.
Oh, okay, that was weird. You said he hasn't been deflated, or I was like, what?
Yeah, like no one has let the air out of his balloon.
I don't think I've ever heard it said like that, deflated personality wise. But I get what you're trying to say,
right? Because in Spanish we say like apachurrado.
Apachurados would be more like crushed or smushed.
Oh yeah,
desinflado.
Right. No, but I mean, I don't know. In my head, I translated to like deflated. I don't know.
Do we
not use that in English?
No, I don't think so, Chris. You're the native English speaker.
Deflated to me means kind of like tired, worn out, exhausted.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's been a long day. Your wind's gone. You don't have any more gusto.
Yeah. So that, and also personality wise, like he's still just like chipper on everything.
He's still himself. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad
he's
to hear
not.
that.
He's not fatigued or anything like that. It's only obviously just like any kid, when he doesn't get enough sleep or his nap, he fucking runs amok and it causes a rampage and whatever.
He does what kids do.
Yeah.
That's something I love saying, run amok. I used to say that all the time back in the day, Chris, in security. And I'd be like, like sitting at the booth or something. And I'd be like, I got relieved. Like, well, I'm going to go run amok now. I'll be back.
Cause some shenanigans.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I found myself in Walmart and
like you just appeared there?
I was like, whoa. How am I in Walmart in front of the GPUs? It's crazy. And I had already actually ordered a CPU because I was like, well, I have the cash, like just like ordered online. So that one was covered. But the GPU, I was like, okay, I still haven't even officially asked my wife, can I get this GPU? And also when, because like I wasn't like in a hurry because of Monster Hunter, because that's not until the end of next month.
Yeah.
And Delta is sometime this year, but I was more in a rush because of potential tariffs, because of our fearless leader, and also because the 50 series is releasing, and that's going to start just like freaking out prices as it did. Like I knew that was going to happen. Fucking 5080s are sold out. They're being scalped. 5090s are also like fucking like, well, I mean, not a bunch of people are buying those because that's the most expensive one.
Yeah.
But yeah, also it just feels like NVIDIA's just lying to their customers with all their advertising. Like the 5070 is going to be like a 4090, with a little thing like impossible without AI. And it's like, yeah, because they're not performance frames, they're visual frames, right? That's the one thing that they really need to say. So like if your base game is running at 30 frames per second, but the AI is giving you 120, like 4 times the frames, your input, it's still moving at 30 frames per second. So that input lag still exists. You're not, you know what I mean? Like if you're actually running at native 120 frames per second, then your input is actually responding at 120 frames per second, which is important in competitive gaming. In single player gaming, who gives a fuck? But for them to disingenuine and say that it matches the flagship of last generation, it's fucked up. And so yeah, their press isn't being too great on them, and reviewers are just fucking like giving them a twofer, Chase 2 Cents, Linus, fucking Tom's Hardware unboxing. Like everyone's just like, fuck this 5080. And yeah, it's just frame gen. Frame gen is indeed the buzzword. Thank you, producer. Make number look bigger. That's it. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's basically what I did this week. Is I got a GPU and a CPU. I just installed the CPU last night, and that's why I asked Chris. I was like, "Hey, did fucking voice meter like deactivate on you when you when you swapped out your processor?" And I guess Chris ended up buying another license, and I was like, "Yeah, you could have just reactivated it on the website, right?" He's like, "Oh shit!" But so now, if anyone wants a free potato, which I think German's gonna need at some point,
potato?
Yeah, because if when we finally get Bonnie on the other podcast to use it, you need another channel. You don't have enough.
Okay.
I don't think.
I don't. Yeah, I don't understand. No, you mean to have her on
V-band
voice meter? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyways,
Okay.
what else was I gonna say?
GPUs, Walmart.
Oh yeah, and I think Walmart fucked up because I bought a 4070 for $500, and it's the price they had it marked on their online store was $560, and then if you look at my specific one online, it's $679. I don't know why. It's just a 3-fan, 12 gigabyte normal. It's not super. It's PNY, which is kind of an off-brand. A lesser known.
PNY is not an off-brand, but it's certainly one of the cheaper ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like fucking MSI and ASRock and well, no, ASRock is also kind of like PNY, but MSI and Asus, you know, they mark up for the brand pretty much.
Yeah.
And actually, PNY was actually my first graphics card ever, like that I bought from a store to play Doom 3 on my computer, like way back in the day, back in the old 2004.
That
was 21 years ago.
Speaking of computers and stuff at Walmart, I've seen every now and then I'll get on my feed, like people finding like some ridiculously like crazy deals for, like I said, for GPUs or monitors, stuff like that. They're like, what the fuck? This thing's supposed to be like $300, and right now it's on sale for fucking like $75 and shit. You know, I'm like, huh?
Mine wasn't even on sale. It was just
no. Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
it wasn't. That's what I meant. Like, not on sale. It's just like the price. They were like, what? And they were like, fuck yeah. And I was like, huh? If only I knew enough about computers to be like, that's awesome, because I don't.
That's funny. But yeah, that's the story of how I upgraded my computer in this last week. And yeah, all I've been doing is just like pushing it and benchmarking it. I even overclocked the GPU. I was like, fuck it, let's see what happens. So yeah, it's also running higher than the stock speed, which is what got me like 2 more frames. Overclocking is pointless. I just did it for fun. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Well, the only thing I'll say now is just I was started playing, and I want to reiterate started because I literally played for an hour. I started playing Last of Us 2 Part 2.
Oh, what?
Just because I wanted to see. I'm like, all right, let me fucking see how this story goes, you know, because I'm interested in it. And
you don't know anything about it?
No, I don't know shit about it. So,
oh my god,
there's one of the options on there was like prioritize 60 frames, prioritize.
Because it's PS5. Okay,
whatever the other mode was, right? And
performance or quality?
Performance, whatever it was, yeah. And I was like, what should I do? I'm like, I've never had this option before. I've never, like I said, never really known. And so I don't remember what I think I told it to prioritize. So give me 30 frames. Yeah, stability. I think that's what it was. Yeah, stability.
Okay.
Like, so give me stability, which is 30 frames per second. And I was going to play like that for like an hour, maybe get to like a nice checkpoint where I can be like, okay, let me redo this checkpoint with the other setting so I can see, what the difference is. Cause again, I don't know. Cause I don't know. I don't have a PC to say like, I know the difference.
Play with it. Yeah.
No, with anything. Yeah. So that's all I'm trying to say is like, maybe one of these days soon, I'll be like, I need those frames. But yeah, until I play some more, I don't know.
Yeah. And in single player, it's not really necessary. And it's funny you mentioned The Last of Us, because when I played The Last of Us, it was on PS3, at the end of the life cycle. So 30 frames per second. And then I got my PS4, and then they did like the
upscale or whatever.
Yeah, I guess it's like a remaster, I guess, because it's not new assets. They're just higher textures and 60 frames.
Mm-hmm.
And when I brought it home, I was living with roommates, and my roommate Sonia was watching me play it because she's like, "Oh, I love this game," and like, "Okay, let's play it." And fucking, you help me find all the necklaces and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking, we noticed the 60 frames, and we were like, "Oh, I don't know if I like this," because it looked too smooth. Like when your TV has that like smooth motion thing.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that shit. I always turn it off, and it kind of gave me that feeling, and I was like, "Oh, like, have I really never felt 60 frames?" Because I used to play like Quake 3 Arena on my PC way back in the day, and that shit was burning hella fast, but that's different. That's like a first-person shooter.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like we really felt it, and we were like, we don't know if we like this. And just over time, we just got used to it. and now we can feel it the opposite way.
What's funny is, there's also, the like how strong you want the motion blur, like so many options. Again, shit that I'm not used to because I'm just to a console. I'm just used to it be like, here's the fucking game. That's it. You can tweak maybe your sound effects and brightness, and that's about it. Your sensitivities. Yeah, but not maybe let's change your buttons. Yeah, so I'm like the motion blurs. I was playing around with that, and I was like, okay, I'm like, fuck, I don't want to put some settings on that later on like will end up making me hate the game because of the way it plays or something like that. So I was like, reset to default, and the only one I'm gonna play with is that 60 frames or performance, whatever that setting was. So I just thought you were talking about graphics cards. I'm like, hey, I'm doing something with the frames too. So me too.
You know what you made me think of, German? You made me think of like I don't know how to describe it, but just kind of someone who like you know what? Kind of like Marlin in Finding Nemo in the morning, where he's like, okay, what we do first is we peek out, and then we go back in, and we peek out again, and then we go back in. I feel like that's what you were doing with the settings. You're like, okay, I'm gonna try the setting, and then we're gonna reset it.
Yeah, okay, we're gonna try the setting. Walk around a little bit. All right, let's let me turn it on. Let me go to the extreme. Let me go back a little bit. Let me go to the other extreme. Then go back a little. It's so relatable for any PC player out there for sure, and definitely for people now that have PS5s and I think there's still Xboxes in the world. I'm not too sure that now have all those extra options in their menu. I'm sure they all kind of felt the same thing, and now they can relate to PC gamers as when we're spending. This is every PC gamer. There's no exception. If there's options, we're gonna play with them, and we're gonna fucking can I max this out, and then apply, play the game. Okay, the frame rate's still good. I think I could play with this setting. Go back into the menu. What else can I turn on? And it's just, I think I've definitely spent maybe 30 minutes to an hour one time on just a single game doing that and not playing the game. just because my time ran out because I was playing with the fucking settings. I was like, I could have just been playing the goddamn game. But at least now, like your settings are tuned. You're like, okay, next time I sit down to play this game, I'm not gonna touch the settings and I'm good. And then the next time you sit down to play that game, you start fucking with it again. You're like, wait, maybe I can. And it's just like, it's the never-ending cycle. But I got to learn to. I'm sure I'm not the only one out there. Got to learn to just leave the settings alone after you found the sweet spot. Just leave it. Just leave it alone.
Yeah. Unless you upgrade.
Yes. Now that I upgrade, now I'm like, okay, dude, I can do Cyberpunk overdrive mode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which means like really, really good it's not even ray tracing now. Now it's path tracing. I was really surprised. I really thought it was just going to like, now you're at 12 frames. And I'm like, what? Like it like normally, but no, I could do 60 frames on that one. But also, I'm a 1080p gamer. I'm being scoffed at, I'm sure, by the PC community. Like, what? Excuse me? Why aren't you doing 1440p or 4K? Well, because I want my game to run. And also, I don't have any fucking monitors that are 4K or 1440p.
Yeah. How's Minecraft running?
Oh man, it's so fucking nice.
Is that?
That's mostly because that's because of the CPU. Because Minecraft is CPU intensive because of all the math it has to do, not the graphics.
Is that video real about that one guy who like turns on like Minecraft to the max in his computer, like fucking?
Oh, it starts melting.
Yeah, just starts revving up like crazy.
Nah, that was staged, but it's funny as shit. Yeah, that's like a Reddit post it gets reposted like every couple of years. But the first time I saw that, I was like, oh no.
For sure, I've seen some that say that, like you said, math. Now you're talking about math. The ones that like are like blowing up 1,000 TNTs, blowing up 10,000, and they get to these ridiculous numbers. See if my computer can handle it.
And it's like 2 frames per second.
Yeah, it's just like because it's trying to do all this, I guess, computation. That makes sense. Yeah, it's just trying to say like, okay, this bomb does this, and then that bomb does that, and then it's just doing all this shit. And
a lot of physics get turned on because the TNT in Minecraft pushes all these blocks that are supposed to be stationary. Now it's giving them all physics. And as another TNT blows up and another one, it's just, it's crazy. Yeah, no, there's no real way a GPU would melt or a CPU would melt. They would shut down before anything like that would happen.
Okay.
Unless you really screwed it up.
Yeah, it'd have to be faulty or something.
That's what I'm saying. You'd have to, bridge something to keep it from it's got safeties. Things have safeties for a reason. That's what the yellow ring of death is. It's like, hey, I don't like something, don't boot up.
Yeah. Yeah, it would have to arc somewhere. It would have to be crazy. Like the power, I think the power supply would have to actually go bad to start melting other things.
Well, even then, if the power supply went bad, odds are that would just fail, and then
hopefully,
unless
unless it starts sending
bad power
voltage the other way,
right? Yeah,
or I don't know how electricity works. I'm a cable guy. Anyway, let's jump right in, shall we?
Yeah, you asked, did I ever get a chance to play it? Yeah, I did. I played the shit out of this. Oh, I loved it.
I wish I remembered it.
I had so much fun with this game. A couple of episodes back, I think before we started 4, maybe when we're playing Portable Ops, we're talking about the online mode or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even 3 with that online mode, whatever the hell that was or whatever.
Oh, right, yeah.
I mentioned that 4 had an online mode, and it was really cool. And now that we've actually beaten it, I can kind of go through and tell you that, like, not only could you be like just a regular grunt and you could pick your skills, like if you want to be, handgun, give yourself points to handgun or machine gun or snipers or stuff like that, You could also be a special character that would already have high boost to certain stuff, like Raiden was obviously fast and had fucking his sword, and I can't remember what other specials he had. Mei Ling was actually a character you could play as well.
What?
She was, dude, you could play as Mei Ling.
Babe.
And and she would fucking, she would be wearing her little fucking outfit. I don't think she could shoot guns. I don't remember. I only played with her a handful of times, but her whole deal was she could mark on the map or like she had a little baton that when she was trying to point at. Remember when Chris was fucking around with the camera? She has that little wand, and she just goes fire, and like it's just a bombardment of attack of from I'm assuming the Missouri or whatever. Yeah, but it had a big cooldown on it. But yeah, you could play as her. She had like no health though. Like if they caught her, she was dead like with one bullet. But yeah, she was there. So Snake, Raiden, Mei Ling, Meryl, Johnny, and fuck, I don't remember if there was
the rest of the Rap Patrol.
No, I don't think the rest of the Rap Patrol was there. I don't recall.
No Durbin?
No, I don't know. Durbin's a good question. I don't remember. We have a fucking computer in front of us. We should totally look it up. But those are the ones I really played with. Snake was the best though, in my opinion. I like playing as Snake because he had his stealth, his octo camo, and it was way better than the what do you call it? The digital camo? What were they calling it? The stealth camo, just the regular stealth camo, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because on that one you could totally see like where the what do you call it? The light was bending around you, so you're hard to see for sure. Yeah. But yeah, so on that one, like you could still see them every now and then, or you can still see like distortions and stuff like that. Like, oh, there's the guy there. But as Snake, if you were fucking fully camouflaged to 99% against the wall or the floor, people had no fucking idea you were there, man. It was the coolest thing. I always picture it to saying, remember in Predator when I forget her name, the girl. When she's like La Selva, the jungle. When she's like
the jungle came alive,
and he's like the jungle came alive, and so he's like bullshit. It was like
what she said didn't make any sense.
It was like that because I remember the first time I ever saw it. Like I was playing, and it was Red versus Blue, and it's whoever could kill Snake 3 times first would win, or if Snake collected, I think like X amount of dog tags first, he would win. And so like we were like the enemy's here, we're like walking around, and you can hear the little. The little dart gun. I'm like, where the fuck is it? I'm shooting everywhere, man. I can't find him.
So you admit that the dart gun does a little when it shoots, right?
Yeah, not a must flash, but yeah. And all of a sudden, the fucking burnt down car came to life. He morphed out of the fucking car, grabbed my ass, and CQC'd me. I'm like, what the fuck? Whoa. It was the coolest thing ever, dude. I love it, dude.
So yeah, do you remember all the modes?
There was obviously like just first to 50, 25 points, whatever the hell it was. And then like I said, there was versus Snake. That was a whole nother mode. That's capture the flag. There was some kind of capture flag mode. Oh, it was like I think it was like capture the keratin. That's what it was. Yeah, okay. One team had the keratin, one team had the gecko, and that was the capture the flag mode. I remember that now. Yeah, and those are the only modes I remember off the top of my head.
So I'm watching a bit of a video here, and it looks like there's a like capture a zone, like hold a zone.
Okay.
Kind of like Chris, do you remember in Warframe, like you would have to like hold A, B, C, and D and whatever?
Yeah.
That's kind of what this video looks like. Is like there's like a little orb in a certain spot in the map that has to be protected, and if the enemy goes into it, they have a chance to steal this capture point.
Yeah. I don't remember that being in there. I must have not played it much. Did you look up the characters to see what other characters? Because I don't know if Trevin was one or not.
No, I'm just looking at this video.
Oh.
I'm just seeing if I could. Yeah, just someone that posted it. So, but yeah, no, yeah. I just I don't really remember playing this. I wonder if I just kind of like logged in and I was like, I don't know, and then got out, or just didn't even give it the time of day because I really don't remember.
For sure, for me, it took a minute to get in there because of the whole imposter syndrome that we talk about in Monster Hunter.
Am I good?
I was like, dude, these guys are probably way better than me. Fuck that. Like, I didn't want to play because I didn't want to suck or be the reason we lost a round. And after a while, I was just like, all right, do a little bit, and then I was like, yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, everyone's just here to have fun, Yeah, no,
it's not like fucking Call of Duty.
They had this mode, so they had this thing where like if you push triangle, that was your SOP. And you would send out a ping and you could see all your teammates exactly where they were and what they were doing in real time. So SOP, right?
Oh, that's sick.
And it was pretty cool. But so if anyone died when they respawned, they wouldn't have SOP, right? You just wouldn't see them because they respawned. But here's the thing. SOP was also a double-edged sword because there was an item called the S plug. And if anyone grabbed, if SOP was activated, and somebody grabbed someone that had the SOP, you could inject the S plug on them, and now you can fucking see their entire team where they're at. And I think if you had like some kind of skill that made it so that then you could share that info, or maybe if you had SOP, then all your guys could see them too. It was like, do you use SOP or do you not? Because if you use it and someone scans you, now you're kind of giving away your whole position, So I remember people would literally like go on there and be like, no SOP. Like they were just like some there was like pretty much a unanimous like, don't use SOP because you don't know who the fuck out there has got the S plug, and if they get it, we're fucked,
That's a cool twist on that.
Yeah, no, it was cool. I'm telling you, it was cool.
You can just patch into somebody's SOP and just fuck everybody. You pretty much just have aimbot at that point.
No, yeah, well, it was wall hacks. You could literally see, I'm telling you, where they were, and you're like, oh, the guy's right here. Let me stick around him. He's holding this side of the hallway. I'm gonna go to the other side or whatever. Or throw a grenade in there. It was so cool.
So it looks like there's deathmatch, team deathmatch, solo capture.
Solo capture. Don't remember too much on that one.
And these maps they're nowhere in the main game. This looks like the MGS3. Oh, dude, this is an MGS3 map.
There were kind of like a little throwback. One of them actually is part of the MGS4. It's I don't remember what part. It's during Act 1 where there's like a building with 3 floors on it.
The collapsed building?
I don't remember if it's collapsed. No, it's not collapsed. But
the one with the frogs.
No, way before that. But point is, that was one of the maps for sure.
Yeah, because this is the one where you get that. Was it a grenade launcher or a machine gun? There's like a cabin in MGS3, right? Like it's out of the way.
Yeah, out of the way. I think it was the M63 or some shit was there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what this map is. Yes, and they're capturing a keratin. Okay,
a keratin.
Basically, whoever holds it longer, I guess, maybe wins. Something like that.
I don't remember exactly. Oh, Ocelot. Ocelot was a character. I don't remember what his fucking skills were. So maybe remember the catapults that you used to get onto Outer Haven. Those were around the maps too for certain maps, just to get up on top of roofs and stuff like that.
Just launch yourself.
yeah, dude. I mean, you would put magazines at the top of what do you call it? Ladders, or at the exit of a vent. So people are crawling through, and then I was like, ooh, magazine, and you're like, easy headshot. Oh man, it was fun. I won't lie, it was not laggy necessarily. It was a little stiff compared to like other shooter games out there. Like people could easily say like, no, Ghost Recon was better or whatever. But that wasn't the point of this guy. This game had its unique flavor. It wasn't made to compete with those games. It had its own calling card. It was just like, it's different. It's fun. I liked it.
Yeah, it wasn't trying to be fast or anything like that. It was just like, how do we make stealth fun and quirky?
Yeah, dude, they had so when they first released, like I said, level 3 was like the max you could do for certain stuff. Like the box was a skill. Like if you had a level 3 box, you would not only be fast when you were in the box, but you would fucking actually like plow, like you would mow people down. You would knock them on their feet with the box and stuff. Mm-hmm. So allowing for your teammates to come in and do headshots, or you can just unequip the box, use the headshot, stuff like that. But then I remember there was a patch, or possibly even like an actual like plus mode that came out or something you had to pay for. I don't know, but I know I had it. So if I did pay for it, they released like new maps, and that's where the new characters were from, like Mei Ling and stuff like that. But also they came out with there was an EX mode now, like an expert, I guess, EX, whatever that would stand for. So Box EX was there, C2C EX was there. A bunch of other skills had the EX mode that just made you incredibly more powerful, but it took up all your slots. So you were probably useless with everything else. You know, you weren't good at guns or traps and stuff like that. Or, you know, you were just like, I'm focusing on CQC and that's it, you know. But it was, like I said, I love this game. I really wish we could play it, and I'm not savvy enough to like be able to know how to do it, but I would love to play this game online again.
Dude, it's so funny. I'm seeing someone put down a magazine, like a dirty magazine, and then a player walked over it, and he was like forced to look down at it, so he was just like fucked.
I'm trying to see if I can find a clip of like Steak coming alive, you know, but I don't.
Okay, and then there's like bomb mission. So is this kind of like Counter-Strike where you like go to defuse something?
Yeah, I guess so. I must have not done that. I usually don't like those kind of missions. I'm more of a team deathmatch, and again, emphasis on the team because like I play as a team player. I like I said, I've talked about it probably before about the one-man army kind of guys. I'm like, dude, like, what are you doing in team deathmatch? Go play fucking solo or something, you know? Like,
that's why I was like the
helping my friend stuff. Yeah, like helping my friends. Like I said, you see someone like, because people would be like, I need some help, and, you know, because you had like a quick shout outs. They were called like shout outs, and you'd hold L1 or something like that. Yeah. You get a little like in Monster Hunter, you get a little wheel, and you'd be like, I need help, you know, enemy here, shit like that. And I would respond. I'd be like, on my way, you know. And other people, you know, they wouldn't. Are
you sure they didn't just say, back me up?
Back me up. Actually, back me up was one. I swear to God, back me up was one.
God damn it. Back me up.
But yeah.
I need to make that a sound effect.
But yeah, damn. I'll leave that to you, Noise. Like if you know how to do it, let me know. If anyone out there knows how to do this, let me know, because I want to play this game.
Yeah. Then there's one called Base Mission. What is that?
Damn, no, I don't remember that one.
I'm trying to figure it out just by looking at it. It looks like there's some more control points. Oh, this looks like the mansion from. Oh no, this is a whole new map. I thought it was the mansion from the what's it called?
Naomi.
Yeah, the Naomi mission.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I remember that mansion. Yeah, completely new level. It was kind of hard. I didn't like it too much. Too many fucking hallways.
Too many hallways.
It was good if you had shotgun. You can also customize your weapons to like to put the flashlight on it.
So yeah, flashlight silencers.
Yeah,
stocks.
You could like blind, you know, fucking stocks, grenade launcher, just a bunch, whatever, you know, just a bunch of cool shit.
The enemy
could you put a silencer on a shotgun?
No.
I mean, you could, but it just wouldn't work. Probably blow up in your face.
Don't they do it in the movie, like No Country for Old Men? Doesn't the shotgun have a silencer or something like that?
I don't
see, like right there, that his buddy got caught. You can shoot the magazine. You can shoot the magazine, and then you would free him up. But when you were like in that mode, when you were like literally like stuck looking at a magazine, you couldn't ask for help. You were just screwed, you know.
Damn, someone just needs to come by and fucking help you. So wait, so if you were Johnny and you got like knocked out or died, would you fall down with the ass up or not?
Probably. I think so. I won't lie. I want to say you would. I want to say you totally would.
I hope so.
So wait, this guy got stuck with his own magazine, and then he shot the guy who initially got.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but so wiggling your stick actually I think was really useless. Like see how long he's like staying down, but the fastest way was for a friendly to come over and be like, get up, you know, do the tap, and you would get up like instantly.
That shit, yeah, like he's just like tapping you for ammo to wake you up. Yep. I feel like that's how it was. In the base game, was it just me? Chris, did you feel the same thing when you got like fucking knocked out or blinded or something? Like just shaking the stick, like wasn't doing jack shit in this game?
Yeah, it didn't do anything. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like and we come from like also playing like Monster Hunter where we actually see okay, this is actually doing something. This one you're just like, dude, I've been shaking this thing for like 30 seconds. I'm still on the floor.
You know what it reminds me of from Monster Hunter, like you mentioned, is old gen versus new gen, where old gen you shake and almost immediately you're out of the stun. But in new gen, especially in World, like it feels like it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The stars tell you, right?
The stars?
Around
stars. Yeah.
That's like the only way you're actually progressing and getting rid of the stun.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
MGO. God man, I miss this game so much.
Yeah, I regret not putting more effort into playing it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I must have felt like Metal Gear's not a multiplayer game.
Sure, yeah.
But spoilers for future games, I did jump into the last one.
Really?
and I loved it, but I just didn't have I don't know, the time to play it or something. I don't know. I wasn't really into online gaming by then. Really, I'm barely in online gaming now.
Yeah, you know what sucks for me was I was so looking forward to it. I mean, I was foaming at the mouth to get onto the new MGO, and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. I tried it. Yeah, I couldn't get into it. It was really buggy at first, actually, when it first launched. So that's probably why I stopped playing it. And I was like, I'll come back once it gets, a little bit more stable. And then I just never did. And I kind of regret it because I was, I wanted it so much.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of modes it had. Like, we were just playing, like me and my roommate, we were just playing like fucking deathmatch. And just with the new mechanics and stuff, I was like, dude, I'm like, you feel like a monster in in the latest one. Because just when you get good at it, fucking old Ocelot too. What do you think about that?
Yeah. They're not saying Ocelot.
I was thinking young Ocelot because I was thinking of the first Metal Gear Online. I'm a dumbass.
No. Yeah, it was all Ocelot. And again, I don't remember what he had. Yet, obviously, the SOP, I just don't remember what he did. I'm assuming it disabled your guns or some shit. I really don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else was there about this game. I mean, I should type in like mailing play or something like that.
So I'm in the giant bomb. So Johnny, Mei Ling, Meryl, Raiden, Ocelot. What? Robbie the Rabbit from fucking Silent Hill 3?
That I don't remember.
Oh, Vamp.
Vamp. Yeah, Vamp was there. Okay.
Dude, that's fucking strange. Why would you? I know it's Konami, but that is such a fucking weird character.
I don't think I ever saw that, so I have no idea what he
serves
does.
as a mascot. Yeah, in the Silent Hill franchise, but why the fuck is it here? That is so weird. So there's only 6 maps: Ambush Alley, Bloodbath, Groznygrad. Oh, Groznygrad.
Yeah,
that's a straight. Holy shit, that's awesome. Midtown Maelstrom, Urban Ultimatum. These are all both the words start with the same letter, and then Icebound Inferno. But which one's the one from that cabin with Snake Eater? The different one. Okay, so here's modes of play. Deathmatch pits players against each other. The winner is the winner. The winner is the player with the most amount of kills. Okay, so yeah, last man standing. Or no, most amount of kills. Team deathmatch, same thing, just 2 teams. Capture mission, analogous to, is that how you say it, Chris? Analogous?
Anal Ogus.
Okay.
Yeah, Anal Ogus.
Anal Ogus to capture the flag of other online games with teams racing to capture and hold within their goal area assigned targets, Keratin or Gakko. Oh, okay. So one team would get Keratin, the other one would get Gakko. Okay. Okay. So you got to hold it for a total of 30 seconds. This timer is reset when both teams have their targets in their goal. Oh, okay. So like, it goes, once you get it, hold it for 30 seconds, it goes back to its start.
No, once you go to 30 seconds, I think you win. But if you die, you drop it, and if you pick up your own and you take it back to your goal, that's when it resets. I think. When both teams have their target, I don't remember, because then there's rescue mission.
Yeah, rescue mission is similar to capture mission.
Oh, there's only one. Okay, so rescue is more like that neutral flag when there's one in the middle and you all have to fight for it.
One team defends Gakko within their base, and the other team seeks to bring it to their goal. Oh, so it's not neutral. One team has to defend it. Okay. There's no respawning in this mode, so the team that kills all the enemy team's members automatically wins. Holy shit. It's YOLO? That's kind of brutal, like you'd have to just like spectate for the rest of the goddamn game.
Yeah.
Shit. Base mission structured around capturing and defending small areas scattered across the map. A team wins by seizing all the bases or by having captured more bases than the enemy team. So that's
the one you looked at.
Yeah, it's like the Warframe one. Sneaking mission follows the rules of team deathmatch, but also introduces Snake. And with 11 or more players participating, Mark II. And with 11 or more players participating, the Mark II. Oh, okay. So if there's more than 11 players, they also put in a Mark II as well as Snake. The player controlling Snake wins if he acquires 3 dog tags from. Oh, that's awesome!
They're so good.
From other players within the time limit. Each team can also claim victory by killing Snake a set amount of times or by having scored more opposing team kills when time runs out. It makes me think of like, this is kind of like what the Dead by Daylight formula is built on, right? Like asymmetric. One is the killer or the OP guy, and everybody else is like either running away or trying to fucking deal with him.
Yeah.
That's kind of
team sneaking. I remember this now. Oh, I played a lot of that too.
So team sneaking is demands from the sneaking team equipped with stealth camouflage to bring Keratin and or Gakko to their goal area while the other team defends the items. The team also claims victory by stunning or killing all. I don't understand this.
So you alternate. So one time you'll be on the team sneaking side. You'll have the stealth camouflage, and you'll only have non-lethal weapons. So stun guns, stun grenades, smoke bombs, whatever, anything like that. And your objective is to go grab the keratin or the Gakko and bring it back to your base, but you're stealth. Now, the defending team, they have lethal weapons, right?
Lethal weapon 2 or 3?
No, lethal weapons. They're allowed to have lethal weapons. Now, here's the twist. If if you're the sneaking team and one of your guys get caught, everybody loses their stealth. So like if someone's sneaking and he's God. And some idiot gets caught, all of a sudden it's like your stealth goes away for 3 seconds or something like that. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool mode. And then if you, again, like it says, if you are the defending team and you kill all the sneakers, then you automatically win. Vice versa, if you're the defending team, there was a way to get stealth weapons, and I think it was either having high CQC or something like that. But I know there was a way to like take away their weapons, and then you would have a fucking lethal weapon, making you pretty OP now. Because you could really sneak around and just get nice headshots and take them out fully. It was a cool mode. I do like that mode a lot. I want to say it was in the new mode, but I don't remember.
MGO3.
Yeah, okay. I want to say so, but I don't recall 100%. But that one was fun because, like I said, you would really have to hope your team was good, or at least have some kind of communication. Because, like I said, you might be doing really, really good, and then some idiot would just fucking get caught, and all of a sudden now you're exposed, and you're like, shit, I was doing really good too,
Yeah. Okay, so I think that Silent Hill character was a mistake. I don't know what the hell that was.
Oh, okay.
Because it says here, Old Snake Mark II, obviously because of that. What is it? That mode with the sneaking with Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny, Liquid, Meleeing, Raiden, Vamp. So yeah, that.
What does Johnny do? Does it say what his abilities are?
He shits his pants.
Shut up.
On command. See, Johnny has no nanomachine, so all SOP related skills are useless for allies and enemies. However, he still has a friendly fire lock. That's so fucked up. Why would they let you lock? They let you lock onto friendlies because you're fucking Johnny. He will cower and yell, "It wasn't my fault." He is unable to move during this. He's equipped with an XM8 compact, which costs 1,000 derp points. It has the same stats as the blah blah blah. Like in the story mode, Akiba is able to disarm traps. Oh yeah, because he's a bomb expert for some. I would not trust that motherfucker with any kind of bomb. It then turns into a box that can be picked up. Oh, okay. So the bombs
you can use it.
Okay. So yeah, bombs he disarms turn into boxes. Johnny is able to soil himself. Yep. So just like if you get 3 kills in a row, he will end up ducking down, crapping his pants.
Oh wow!
He is immobile during this. It causes a stink trail to be left behind him, which causes the same effects as a smoke grenade. Nice. His special salute is him kneeling and shouting, "Ta-da!" Like with Meryl, if he kills her, he will scream her name.
Oh, really?
Wow. Glad we looked into that. What is Meryl's? Okay, she's got the Desert Eagle. That's right, .50 long barrel. She's more comfortable with that than she is with the bra. She has the ability to revive teammates instantly. That's cool. She also has a balaclava, and a scanning plug. Oh, so she by default has the scanning plug for the SOP.
I guess so, yeah.
The third hit of her PPK combo is a roundhouse. Oh, okay, punch kick, gotcha. And her special salute is standing with her hand on her hip. Mm-hmm. She also has the ability to perform directional hand gestures by holding L1 and using the D-pad. If she kills Akiba, she will scream his name. Okay. Oh, Assault can do a headbutt? He has a special taunt. He can run backwards mockingly like he did at the end of Act 4 in story mode.
How did I never see that? Damn.
You'll never get me.
That is pretty cool.
That's great. Meleeing. Oh, no, she has no CQC ability. Oh, no. But can scan unconscious enemies. Her salute has a special effect. It has magazine-like capabilities, causing enemies to be distracted and unable to move. Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, yeah. Soliton sonar gun. That's the thing you were telling me about. So you can be. Oh no, you can see enemy through walls. So it's like SOP.
I don't remember that, but the top one says that her main weapon is that Missouri's the battleship. She's able to call a remote artillery strike that can hit anywhere on the map, even underground and indoors. Awesome! I did not know that.
How the fuck does that work?
Middle of the Russian continent. That's okay.
Yeah. Oh, this next game's got something kind of similar, Chris. You'll notice it right away. You'll be like, wait, what? That's not possible. Right, German?
Mm-hmm.
But thank goodness it's there.
Yeah.
Raiden is only able to use one gun. I'm surprised they gave him a gun. That's crazy. But instead he gets to use his high-frequency blade and throwing knives. They're called kunai, you guys. Come on. He has one of the fastest running speeds in the game, and his sword is an instant kill. He can deflect bullets. Requiring an enemy to either aim for his feet or wait for him. Oh, damn. Okay, so the sword can... Oh, he has to put... Damn, you can just block everything. Okay. He's also able to stun enemies with the dull side of the blade. All right. Yeah, remember that, Chris? MGS2?
Yeah.
Press square and it becomes non-lethal.
Yep.
He can also jump on ledges that take 2 normal players to reach.
Yeah.
He's got high jump. He's able to use his visor to see traps. Oh, and like Johnny, he has no nanomachines. Oh, we didn't even think about that. Raiden does not have nanomachines, but why?
Why? Yeah, that's no.
Oh, because he doesn't have blood.
Well, yeah, he's artificial blood, and he's not part of the military anymore. He's just
right.
a lone
he's a
man.
He's a Ronin.
Yeah.
Along with that,
he's not a PMC or nothing. Yep, he wouldn't have any here.
Yeah, he can also fall from any distance without taking damage as long as he can survive the fall. What? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Anyone can fall from any distance without taking damage if you can survive the fall.
That's like killing non-lethally, huh? That's literally...
Yeah. I can fall off this building and live if I don't get hurt.
As long as I don't die, I will live.
See, 15 feet is nothing.
Yeah, shut up, Chris. Oh man, Vamp was I think Vamp was similar to Raiden, except in the speed compartment, in the jumping, falling. But I think all he had was like a lot of kunais. I think that's all he threw. I don't know. I haven't read them yet. Sorry, I was taking other stuff.
Ooh, Chris would love to play as him. He can slit throats. Yes. And has sideways dashes that dodge bullets. Vamp's speciality is the ability to respawn right where he dies. Oh, because everybody else would respawn back at base or some shit.
That's right. Yeah.
This does not happen in base mode, though. Okay.
Again, I do remember, like, when you'd kill him and you knew he was there, you would like kind of just keep a mental note, and he's gonna get up in like 5 seconds. So then there was times where whoever was playing as Vamp would just get fucking owned because we would all have the countdown and be like, oh, and you just turn around and blah, blah, blah. I mean, he has like a little invulnerability, but he can't take on fucking, a whole team, like
he can get that far.
Yeah. Oh, we definitely respond, kill some of these assholes. If I remember correctly, when you played when you opened the lobby, because you had to create a lobby or join a lobby, you would designate what the game mode was, and you would also designate special characters on or off. And there could only be one of the special characters, one of any type. Yeah, so there couldn't be more than one Meryl at the same time.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. And the truth
so lots of boys' dreams were broken. 2 Meryls at the same time? Damn it.
2 Meryls at the same time. And I don't remember. I know for sure Snake was random. Like if you were playing the Snake Sneaking or whatever that was called. That was random who got to be Snake. But I don't remember how it designated who got a special character. I really don't. I wish I did.
Okay. So the Mark II pretty much has the same shit as the single player, but you can also use a display magazine, which displays a pin-up on the screen.
Oh, really? I don't think I ever saw that. Damn.
I
never really got the Mark II. Yeah.
Yeah, making enemies infatuated with it like they would be with a magazine. Okay. So he like holds it up.
Well, it says it projects it, so I'm assuming he just projects it on the wall?
It says he projects it, which displays a pinup on the screen. Oh, on his screen.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yep, okay, that sounds about right. For sure, I know that you could definitely use it to grab the dog tags and bring it over to Snake, because you were, as a Mark II, you were kind of, if you would die and I think you'd come back. So you would go stealth camo, use your little electric shocker to knock people out. Or let's say Snake would be like darting people, far away. And when it was sleeping, you would just run up to them, take the dog tag, and I think you'd get it back to Snake. Oh, and I did forget to mention, with Snake, if I remember correctly, your dog tags reset if you die. So let's say you had 2 dog tags, you needed 1 more to win, and someone killed you, you respawn with 0.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so like I said, it was fair. Like I said, I think the reason I liked it is it was a pretty fair game. It was pretty balanced. Like there was no meta builds. There kind of was, trust me, but there wasn't at the same time because like anything could be countered with the right setup or the right team. If you had CQC, if you had EX CQC, yeah, anyone tries to CQC you is worthless to you. But that's okay then, because then you just sacrificed all your other skills, So someone with a good shotgun or good sniper could just knock you out before you ever get close to them,
Yeah, I think that's why this one is the most popular one, because I think people had trouble with the balancing in the new one, and in the original one for 3, maybe just wasn't enough content, or it was just like too new that people were like, I don't know if I like this. Mm-hmm. But this one, I hear that a lot. Like it's well balanced and people really like playing it. So, yeah. And then, Snake has both the octo camo and the face camo, CQC like normal. So yes, the closer he is to 100, the harder he is to see. Mm-hmm. He is invisible to the player if he is at 100%. So he's just, you can't see him whatsoever.
100? How the fuck do you get 100? Just by not moving, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know. And his special salute is to smoke a cigarette. No shit.
Now, the special salutes, that sounds interesting. I do remember seeing them a little bit. I just have no idea how to I'm assuming because triangle is your SOP button. So maybe it was like click R3 or double tap it. But I do remember seeing a few of them. I just don't. Damn, I wish I remembered more, but I don't.
Oh, okay. And there was expansion packs. What were you going to say?
Oh, no, that I just don't remember much about the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there was expansion packs. Okay.
Yeah. So there was the Gene expansion pack. This added 3 new maps: Coppertown Conflict, Tomb of Tubes, Virtuous Vista. I think that's got to be that
from that house. That house.
Yeah. Even though you don't get to that part in the Virtuous mission, but okay. So this is where you get Meryl and Johnny as playable characters. Yeah. So you had to get the expansion to get these guys. Oh, and female characters can also be created now, whereas before it was only possible to have only male characters. Damn, being female was locked behind a paywall.
Was it paid? So it was like a buy it? Okay.
Yeah. $12 or $14 within. Oh God, you had to buy this. I hate this. What extra character slots.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's kind of why I really just stopped playing Warframe, because I was like, dude, really, just let me have as many Warframes as I want to have. Like, I get you need money, and this is how you maintain your shit. But character slots, like for me to have more Warframes, is bullshit. Meme expansion. You get Silo Sunset, Forest Firefight, Winter Warehouse, and this is where you get Liquid and Mailing. And then the Scene expansion pack, Outer Outlet, Hazard House, Ravaged Riverfront, and here you get Raiden and Vamp. You get some new emblems, which...
So it was like $10 for all of them, or... Because, I mean, I got them all, so Jesus, yeah, I spent money on this one.
The first expansion pack was the most expensive one, $12, and you got less than you did with the last one.
Damn.
Yeah, CQC EX.
Yeah.
Tough this show. Okay. Cool. Well, yeah, that's MGO, and one day we'll put the time into it.
Well, like I said, I mean, I'll leave you the homework. I'll look into it as best I can, but I'm not smart enough. But if you can figure it out, Luis, I will fucking...
Well, I might be able to now that got fucking upgrades, bro. New processor, new graphics card. My dick got smaller, but it's all good.
When I was just blown off.
Yeah, it needs to get rebuilt. But yeah, so that should help me emulate MGS4.
Tell me why I just pictured from Deadpool when he gets something chopped off and it's growing back and starts as like a baby hand,
right? Baby,
so like that, like that's what happened to your dick.
That's why it's so small now.
It's just regrowing as it's just a baby dick right now.
No pubes, nothing.
Nope.
It's real graphic, guys. Sorry, you can blame Chris for that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I could test it with. Oh no, but he who shall not be named uninstalled it after he was done because he was like, it's causing so many crashes.
Oh man.
So I mean, I'm willing to try it. Because otherwise I'd have to jailbreak my PS3, and I don't want to do that.
No.
So my PS3 works right now. It works perfectly fine.
Well, did you see that? Did you guys happen to click on that link I sent about the?
Oh no, I didn't.
It was like an hour and 30 minutes. I watched most of it, by the way. It was a lot of shit that I'm like, kind of went over my head. But the gist of it was that the whole reballing and flowing the chips and all that shit. It's all doesn't really. It will make it work. Maybe it's as a pseudo effect, kind of psychosomatic, if you will. But the real culprit, I was waiting for that. the real culprit is actually the chip itself. They were all like everything from like 2009 and down is guaranteed to be a faulty. I don't remember if it's the GPU or the CPU. I don't know the difference, but one of those chips. And
I believe it's just one chip that does both on the PS3.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, whatever that chip is, then long story short, like I don't know when at some point people were sending them into PlayStation instead of just using a hairdryer to heat it up and shit like that. Mm-hmm. PlayStation somehow figured out how to replace that chip. I don't know computers. I don't know motherboards. I don't know why you couldn't swap it out because long story short, it's like the 40 pin or the 40 nanometer chip is guaranteed. It's like guaranteed to work versus anything before it. And they somehow either replaced the motherboard or something, but they got it to work. But then people were like, man, if only we could do it ourselves. And people were trying to figure it out forever. And it turns out some dude in Indonesia knew how to do it. Like it's a mod. It's literally a mod, but it's a mod to put a 40 nanometer chip instead of the 60 or the 80, depending, or the 90, whatever version you had. And he was like doing it for years. And people were like, what the fuck? Like, where have you been? Unfortunately, according to the video, the gentleman died and his brother still does that kind of work. Okay. And then like it's called a PS3 Fat Frankenstein. Okay. And the crazy thing about it is if you Google search it, like, yes, there's some hidden Reddits and all kinds of things of people. We actually have known about this forever, but like we just, I guess, weren't searching up he says it himself that whenever you search up like Yellow Ring of Death on the PlayStation 3, like the first shit that pops up because of the algorithm is the blow dryer, the fucking wrap it in a towel, the resoldering, all that shit is the first shit that pops up because of the fact that people will say it worked and then that's it. And then, a couple months later it breaks or dies, like the true fix is just isn't the first thing that shows up, unfortunately. So now I'm trying to figure out if anyone could make my PS3 like actually work, make it a Frankenstein, but I haven't seen anyone that really does it, and I heard it's kind of pricey, so it might just sit in my drawer for a while.
Can I have you picture something real quick?
Can you what?
Can I have you picture something real quick?
Yeah.
So that meme with that little kid who's like kind of like got his hand up to his chin, like, you mean to tell me?
Yeah.
Right. So that's me right now going, you mean to tell me when you Google something, the topmost result is not disinformation?
It's not misinformation. Well,
that's
it's
crazy.
just it's whatever. Yeah, it's just the algorithm. Yeah, it says, hey, this is what everyone seems to agree with, or everyone gets the most action. Therefore, it must be the most relevant.
Right. Mm-hmm. It's about traffic. So the more traffic it gets, the more relevant it becomes at the top of the search. Mm-hmm. That's why people are just like, type in Reddit afterwards and you will always get like the right answer.
Dude, you know what's so funny? I don't type in Reddit, but you are 100% right, dude. When I search for something, I'm like, how do I do this? Like, I kind of scroll through some of the results, but then the second I see the Reddit one, when someone asks like similar or the exact same question, like, how do I do this? I'm like, click, because I'm going to get the answer right there. Like someone in that group is going to fucking have the right answer.
Yeah. It's crazy how like resourceful Reddit is. Like as big of assholes as people are on Reddit, they're really helpful too.
Yeah, no, there's definitely it's almost like a self-governing community of like, yeah, if people start spreading misinformation there, like they're gonna get called out in a heartbeat. Like, no, that's not how it works,
Everyone checks each other in this shit. Yeah, like if you are actually being a piece of shit and whatever, you will get downvoted to fucking oblivion. Like fuck you. And everyone will fucking gang up on your ass to delete your account, pretty much.
Damn.
They don't give a fuck. But yeah, okay. I guess that's MGO 2, technically.
2, yeah.
I don't know why they never like renamed them. They just called it MGO. But yeah, MGO 2. The game servers were shut down in June 2012.
Oh man.
Yeah, sad. What the users think? Most people said 3 out of 5. Goddamn. Nobody gave it a 5 out of 5. Okay. Whatever, Giant Bomb. What do you guys know? You guys don't know shit. So let me share this. For those out there in Radioland, you won't be able to see this, but you'll be able to hear us letting you know what grade we're going to put these games in. And you can shake your fists at us while you're driving. It's fine. Just make sure you do it in a safe manner. Pull over if you have to, if you really are enraged and need to stomp on the ground. But I will share the image, the final image. I'll save it and I'll share it on our Discord. So if you want to come see it, just come to Discord and look at it and then draw mad faces on it or whatever you got to do to get your anger out.
Do react videos.
Yeah. These fucking guys. Yes, please. Please do react videos to our tier list. Be like, these guys don't fucking know shit about Metal Gear. What the fuck? All right. So we're here on Tier Maker, and I have S tier all the way to F. I added F just because maybe. And then not played because there actually is one game that's not played. So I guess we should just put that one on there already.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid Mobile.
And that's the thing about that one. I totally wanted to be like, yeah, I didn't play it, but it sounded pretty cool. I fucking would have loved to have played it.
Yeah. So I'm also going to put this tier list in the description so you guys can also make your own. So if you have played Metal Gear Mobile, you can rank it yourself and fucking share it with us and let us know how cool that fucking game was. That was apparently like an acid trip or a coma. I don't even remember what the fuck it was.
No, it was Snake was trying to. Yeah. It was some kind of VR mission where Otacon was trying to break in. I guess. Yeah.
Right. It was like Inception, like his wife trying to wake him up, like wake up, Snake.
Yeah.
Official canon, you guys. That's Inception. Official. So let's start with I guess Metal Gear 1 for the MSX, right?
Yeah.
Quick question: which one is that one? Is that the one with the?
That's a good one.
No, I know, with the gray background or the white background.
It's off-white background.
Off-white.
Yeah.
Okay.
The gray background. That's the Nintendo one.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, the image is like really small. It says like MSX2, like really tiny.
Okay, I couldn't. Yeah, I was like, where the fuck is the logo? I can't see.
I know. I tried to make them look legible.
No worries.
I just zoomed in.
Yeah. Hold Control and then your mouse wheel or plus on the keyboard.
Huh.
Oh, I guess I could
Computers.
Computers.
The things you can do with technology.
Yeah.
Man, pretty soon you'll be able to go on the internet and talk to people.
Or play Mortal Kombat with a friend in Vietnam. There's no end to the possibilities. Who knew that fucking movie was going to predict our future?
Yeah, dude. No cred. How right he was with that.
Right. All right. So
and it was
No good.
So that one. Okay. You want to start with that one?
Yeah, it's the first one, right?
Yeah. I will start. I put that one at a nice solid B.
Put it a B? Okay.
I put it as a B.
Okay.
Chris, right. where would you put it?
I actually put mine in C tier.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. I started out in B and I was like, I don't know. Mostly because, and I
the
understand.
Checkpoints.
Yeah.
That and just like having to figure out how things worked. Like that friggin' machine gun guy part, whatever it was.
Oh, the door.
You're supposed to punch the door.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
There's no way of knowing how to figure that stuff out unless you're just going around doing a random thing. And obviously that was just one part of it. Like it's not just that. It was the whole like the maze part and blowing up the walls and just like
putting on the gas mask, taking off the gas mask, put on the key card. Yeah.
So it's just a bunch of little things. It's like it was a good game. It's a classic. It did not age well.
I could agree with you on that.
I wholeheartedly agree with Chris. I also put it in C tier on mine. German, you think you convince us to bring it up to a B?
No,
are you okay with it as C?
I think you guys convinced me to bring it down to a C.
I just remembered all this.
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, I don't think I convinced you guys to bring it up to an 8. Like I said, I do have what's that saying, rose tinted glasses. So I tend to be like, I liked the music in it. I liked the X, Y, and Z's.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. All that stuff that Chris said it correctly. It didn't age well. That the fact that you had to take off your mask to take damage so you can put on the fucking key. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah. The thing that is good about it is infinite continues at the elevator. It wasn't one of those like 3, your game over, start from the very beginning. So it was very forgiving in that aspect. But yeah, I think you guys convinced me to bring it down. The second you start talking about it, like, I think B is a little too high for it. It's great. It's a classic, but not C. I mean, not B.
That's funny.
Yeah. That was easy right off the bat.
Yeah. I mean, I think, because that was our first time for all of us playing it. I think if we played it now, we might enjoy it more now that we're not trying to figure out everything,
Yeah.
you know, we'd be like, okay, I know what to do here. I know what to do here. And it'll just kind of become maybe not mechanical, but just a little bit more enjoyable because we know how the checkpoints work now. We'll be better prepared for that gas room. Like you won't even I tried playing it like last week and I kept forgetting to put the damn gas mask on. And I was like, I should know this. And I was more mad at myself than at the game because I was like, I should know this. Don't go into this room without the gas mask on. Open the door, put the gas mask on, go in there, whatever. So yeah, I think playing it now that we kind of know all those things, we might enjoy it more and it might gain a B. But as of our current experience, I guess C is where it'll sit, huh?
Yeah, and according to one of our producers, that's where it sits for him too. So that's unanimous.
Oh, okay. He's already shared it. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Unanimous C. I think that was.
It is a video game.
It's not bad. It's not great either. Yeah.
I mean, I think C is borderline. I don't regret playing it. Is that where C is?
I was about to say, what about our new rating system? Do we regret playing it? No, not for me. I'm glad I played it. Yeah.
No, yeah. It was a good experience. Not one that I think I would necessarily go back to.
Yeah.
Like anytime soon.
Anytime soon. 100%. Yep.
But I enjoyed it as an experience. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I can say is I enjoyed it as an experience.
All right. So let's move on to the next one, which was Metal Gear for the NES. German, where'd you put it?
I put that one as a D.
As a D. Chris, where did you put it?
I had to put it as not played because I didn't actually get past the third part of that.
Third screen.
The third screen, yeah.
You only got to the trucks, I think. No, you got to like a wall, right? With two guards.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I got past that once and I couldn't get past it again. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
German, why?
Why did I put D? I think I put D because it's not an F, so I don't know. I mean, would it go down to an F? Where did you put it?
I put it on a D also.
D, okay. It had some cool music. Once you got outside of the stupid jungle and made it to the base, it was a little bit more faithful to the original. In terms of some of the map layouts and stuff like that.
And that's the first checkpoint, by the way, getting into the building. Thank God.
Yeah, exactly. So once you get there, you're like, okay, now it's not.
Oh no, wait, you know what? That's not true.
No,
am I wrong?
Was it a little further in?
I think you had to get to an elevator.
Possibly, maybe that.
Because I feel like I died, and then I was back outside, and I was like, no fucking way. Oh, but you get to keep your items.
That's right. You keep all your items, no matter what point. Yeah. So I said, I mean, F would be straight up like almost regret playing it, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I guess maybe unplayable, really.
Yeah, and this one is like it's damn near. It's almost there, but not quite. I could see myself playing it just to get mad at it, just to get mad at it, just to remember. Because again, I own it. And this is before I knew it was Metal Gear. I just knew it was a game that I had that I could never make it past 3 screens like Chris. And every couple years, I would say, maybe now I can make it further. Maybe now that I'm smarter and older, I can. And I could never get farther until I started emulating it. And then I was like, dude, this game is fucking hard. And then, like I said, many moons later, I was like, oh, this is Metal Gear. I'm like, oh shit, okay, cool. And I'm like, I'm gonna beat it now. I'm like, fuck, this game still sucks. And that's before I knew the MXX version, you know. So D's where I put it. So
I almost wanted to put it the same as the MSX one, just because there was also quality of life things that I wish the MSX one had. The inventory, the fact that you can walk under cameras, which was crazy. No other, not even Ghost Babel had that. The walking under the fucking cameras, which was like,
oh yeah,
what
you're
the hell?
Right. Yeah.
Why didn't it have that? But the thing that really, really just bums me out is that you just fight a computer at the end.
Yeah, you're right.
And I decided not even to do that. I was just like, nope, I'm just going to use this glitch and completely bypass this because fuck that. Especially because I forgot to do something. I forgot to grab the rockets. So I was like, nope, definitely not. I've played this game for too long. It's ending now. So that's what brought it back down to a D for me.
100% it's a D for me.
Yeah, our producer also put it in the D. All right.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right. So after that, Snake's Revenge.
Oh,
I didn't finish it, but
you played more than all of us.
Yeah, I do say I agreed. I enjoyed what I was playing, but not as a Metal Gear game. Okay. You know what I mean? So I put mine at a C.
Really?
Oh, wait, no. Where did our producer put this?
His is not played, unfortunately.
No, sorry, for Metal Gear.
Snake's Revenge, you said.
NES. Oh, he put it in C. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. It's because I'm looking at mine also. So I put it in C for me, Snake's Revenge.
C. Mine was an F, honestly. It's
your lack of being able to interpret a door shouldn't affect its grade.
No, not just that. No, we agree. There was, remember, like when you're trying to get into in like one of the bases, you had to come in from the lower part of the screen. Otherwise,
man, that was ridiculous.
There was just little things like that. I do like the whole truth gas, I think, right? This was the first game that had like the whole like, truth gas and shit like that.
You can get him to talk.
Yeah, like there was some cool stuff in it. Like I said, during that episode, I said there was nice things about it. There was some cool music, the truth gas, I think the inventory wasn't bad. But yeah, I was just like, I did not want to play this game. Like the sprites were a little ugly too, in my opinion. For a game that came out so late, should have been nicer sprites.
He's like so buff. He's like so top buffed, like his shoulders. Yeah, he's all shoulders, no legs.
Yeah. So I put it. This is my F. This is my first F here. I don't.
With the music convince, dude. The boss battles were also pretty cool.
I don't remember any boss battles. Did I do any boss battles?
I know I did.
I didn't
make
it that far.
No, yeah, there was two. There was two that I did. One was with like the football players.
Yeah.
And then the other one was like 3 dudes throwing grenades or something. I guess they were like mini bosses or something, but they were challenging. Like they were actual like boss fights compared to the original Metal Gear on MSX and NES. You know, those ones were just kind of like just standoffs, and you hope you get lucky. Like boss enemy AI was shit in the first 2 Metal Gears, and in this one they actually had like they were moving around and doing stuff. I don't know. The music doesn't bring you back up to a D because that shit slaps.
I'm listening to some of the music right now, actually.
I remember the beginning track was just like, yes, I am in a war and I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let's go. So I think right now we're in an impasse.
Well, no, I'm listening. Chris is not played. I'm assuming, right, Chris?
Yeah,
that was like a 100% didn't play, right?
I'll get there. We'll come full circle.
Dude, this game had remember those weird side scroller sections that looked like totally Contra.
That was my fault for not getting through that part with the oxygen tank and shit. That's where I got stuck. I didn't realize I can change weapons while side scrolling and underwater. And that's where I fucked up. I didn't know I could like shoot the shit, like shoot a wall while I was crawling. And that's where I got stuck and gave up. Otherwise I would have kept going. Because I had to like look it up. I'd like look up a speed run and I'm seeing him change weapons and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And then I booted up right away and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. But I was like, you know what? I don't have time. We got to move on to Metal Gear Solid. So I was just like, fuck that. Or no, it's a Metal Gear 2. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
And but as a Metal Gear game, no good. As a video game, I think pretty good. Like if I can introduce a lot of cool things that
it had pretty forgiving death, right? Like you spawned like pretty close to where you were and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I feel kind of like this is the original Kojima team without Kojima making an NES game, or maybe it was the West Konami team. Who knows? I have no idea who made it, but they were definitely trying new ideas. And I watched that whole speedrun and I was like, whoa, there's some like, what the fuck were they doing? Like there's some really cool mechanics that happens later on that I don't ever know if I'm ever going to go through. Cause it's like, it's a long fucking game.
Mm-hmm.
It's way longer than the first version, probably as long as Metal Gear 2 as far as like just content. Pretty big.
So I'm listening to some of the music. Only the music I ever saw, which was early on in the game. I do like the first sneaking song. It's nice. That's the only one I heard so much over and over again. So
the theme of Tada?
Yeah.
Yeah, because Snake's Revenge is just like high octane at the beginning.
Chris, anything you want to add to this game while I still decide what I'm doing?
I didn't play it, so
Yeah. Well, I mean, I gave it a C and Jeremy gave it an F, so I guess that puts it at D.
Average of a D.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I can accept it being D. Because again, I don't want to hate it. I don't want to hate it.
But do you?
No, I don't.
I'm gonna commission somebody to make a painting, like a pretty big painting of that door, and then I'm gonna have it sent to you.
Oh man.
Wasn't that Metal Gear 2 that happened in though?
No, it was Snake's Revenge because he was on the boat. And
and I went everywhere, and they were like, they kept saying like, "Oh, you got to go to the lower basement or whatever." I'm like, where? And I was trying every fucking wall in it.
It was like an elevator door or just a regular door. I don't even remember what it was supposed to be.
I think it was just a regular door that turned into an elevator, maybe. But I didn't see it because I didn't see it, man. I'm literally watching that gameplay of that section right now.
That shit was funny.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but I'm cool with it being a D. Like I don't hate it. I wish I would have maybe seen the door a little bit more clear, and I could have kept playing. Because I spent hours and hours. I literally spent hours and hours trying to figure out where to go because I didn't want to. You
don't hate it, so you gave it an F. F means you hate
it. No, that's what I'm saying. I can accept it being a D.
Oh, okay. But in your personal one, it's still an F.
Yeah. And my personal is still an F. So maybe I'd go.
That's why I questioned. He says he doesn't want to hate it. I said, but you do. And he's like, no, I don't. And I was like,
I don't want to, but I do. No, I don't, but I don't want to.
But I do.
But I do.
Oh, you don't want to hate it, but you do. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's funny. All right. Solid Snake, Metal Gear 2. Where is this one? Easy? Really? Where'd you put it?
For me, for sure. I put it up an 8. It was a solid 8 for me.
Really?
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
What did you rate Metal Gear 1?
Metal Gear 1?
Yeah.
That was a C.
So you 2 slots above, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I gave it a B.
Okay.
I don't know if it was worthy of 2 slots higher than the first one. There were a lot of quality of life improvements and everything, but it was still like it didn't age that well. It aged better, and it was much easier to play directly after Metal Gear. But I don't think that it was that good that it deserved an A.
Chris is upset.
I'm personally offended. You attacked me.
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Oh, jeez.
What did you give it, Noise?
I gave it an A.
You gave it an A. Okay.
Wow. Now I guess I'm
no.
I almost thought about giving it an S, but I was like, nah, that's too high.
Same here. But now I can bring it down to a B. I'm okay with that in terms of like I also get where Chris is coming from. It's an older game.
Now I don't think it's that. This.
I think it's because. Go ahead.
I gave it a high B.
A B plus.
Complete plus.
Yeah. So it's a high B, but it's still a B. So
yeah. I think it's the fact that German and I see the formula to Metal Gear Solid in this, that it gives us that appreciation for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, when we were playing this, we're like, oh, this is where the inspiration came for. This is where. Oh, I can't believe we did this all these years ago. I thought the first game that did it was Solid, and nope, it was this one.
Yeah, it created a bias pretty much for us to be like, oh, this is why MGS is so good because of this fucking game, and so that makes sense. So, I mean, I could drop it down to a B. Like,
I accept it as a high B, as he says,
as a like for it to stand alone and not be compared to Metal Gear Solid as itself. Yeah, it's a B. It's fucking. I want to play it again, like right now.
I actually do too. Quick question, Noise: are you doing another tier list as the official podcast? Or are you keeping your personal one? Are we going to post the official podcast?
Yes, we're going to post this official one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll post my personal one. You guys can post your personal ones too, like our producer, and also one with our just collective, what we rated all of them, what we diplomatically decided, our collective tier list. Okay, well, I think I know where this one goes. Where'd you put it, German?
Solid. S.
Okay.
Do we need to ask you why?
No, Solid's an S because it's the game that I guess
we wouldn't be doing this podcast without it. To be honest,
we wouldn't be doing it without again. It's not right to say the game that started it all because it's not. It's the MSX version. It's the game that started it for us. That's the first one we were like, what for the most, fuck? Yeah. Most American people. This was the game that was like, holy shit, this is incredible.
Yeah, Chris, what about you?
I feel like such a down now. I gave it an A.
That's
fine. Yeah. No.
It's your list, man.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna give it a fucking B.
No.
I would have freaked out. I would have thrown my fucking new GPU right into the wall. Like, fuck this. It's not worth it.
I gave it an A.
Yeah.
I think if it had aged a little bit better, I would have given it an S. But I'm kind of on the side of Spy in that like there's a lot of part of it there's a lot not a lot. There's a couple parts of it that did not age well compared to some other games. One thing being that final fight with Rex. I totally agree with
I was just
Spy.
about to say, if you hadn't taken 3 days to beat Rex, would this be an S?
Like obviously I didn't give up. Spy did, and that's fine. I'm not throwing any shade for that. You know, you play as long as you want, as long as you can. If a game's not fun, it's not worth playing.
Right.
I will say that. You know,
you'll just end up hating it, and you'll think less of it at that point.
Exactly.
Even
especially when you're streaming, like you already have the stress of streaming and everything like that on top of you. There's no sense in playing a game you don't want to play. You know. So
yeah.
But like he tried telling me at first, like, oh, I guess I'm a worse gamer than you because you beat it and I did. I was like, no. That's not, no, you gave up, first of all. Secondly, you quit. That's not the same as not beating it, you know, or not being as good a gamer or whatever. Yeah. I said, the only reason I continued is because I was so stubborn and I was doing it for the podcast. You know, if it wasn't for that, I probably would have quit at the Rex fight myself, honestly.
Okay.
But it was, it's a great game. I very much enjoyed it. And I think if I had the nostalgia behind it like you guys do, I probably would have given it an S.
A little higher. Sure. Yeah,
again, it's a very high A for me. It's a pretty high A. There are a couple games in A that I rated higher than this one. But it's up there. It's bordering on A plus.
Okay.
So it's a high A for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the reason it because I see that argument all the time for older games, you know, like, oh, it hasn't aged well and the controls and all this and that. And for me personally, I don't feel that, mostly because I continue to play these games multiple times in my life.
Yeah.
So I don't ever feel the control like myself fighting the controls. I rarely fight the controls on any game because my brain just kind of clicks back to those days of just like, this is just how it was. And fucking, I mean, there are games with broken controls, no matter when you fucking play them.
Yeah.
And it's just like that. This is broken. Like I literally can't do what the fuck you want me to do, you know? But this is not one of them. This is not, the controls are not broken. This is just, also you got to remember this game was not made for like analog sticks with rumble and all this other shit. Like all they had was a D-pad, 4 face buttons and 4 shoulder buttons. And that was it. And they did whatever the fuck they could figure out, you know? But yeah, no, I see it from your guys' perspective of like, I didn't really grow up playing, especially this specific game, and continue playing this specific game at least once a year, so as Jim and I have. So yeah, I'm not moving it out of S, that's for sure.
No, it's not coming out of S for me. Like I said, I recently was watching some gameplay of it just for you know, just and giggles, kind of just to kind of refresh my memory. And the opening again, it still gets to me. The whole that hymn that's singing, what is it? The song, Into the Night or whatever, not Into the Night. You know what I'm talking about?
Someone singing?
The song from MGS1.
There's no dude singing.
Not a dude. It's
so you said him singing. Isn't that what he said,
him.
Chris?
That's what I heard.
Him. Well, him. Oh, like HY.
A hymn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like the.
Yeah. Yes, that. Yeah.
Him.
Him. Yeah, that I'm like, dude, it's so beautiful. Again, we described it back in the day as in like blurring the line between a video game and a movie, because we're like, dude, am I playing a movie or am I watching a game? Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, it was cool, you know? Like, it was voice acting. There was what's the word? Cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it was like choreographed. You're like, dude, this shit's fucking dope. It was a great experience. Yeah. So yeah, it's an S for me again.
I'll come up to S. I'll come up to S because, like I said, it was a high A. And if there was the nostalgia factor, it would definitely be an S. I can definitely see that. So
okay, but on your personal one, it's still an A, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Don't change your personal ones.
Yeah.
we want to see who you truly are at the end. Yeah, it's funny that you talk about that hymn, because I remember when I first booted up the game and I played it, I was like, what the fuck is this shit? You know, I thought I'm playing an action game, but then you play through the whole thing and you're like, oh.
Yeah, it's very...
This is an anti anti fucking war game. I get it. So this is all about the feels. This game wants me to catch feelings. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. I'm pretty sure I know where you guys stand, but I put this at an A. VR missions.
Chris, where do you stand?
Bring it down. Bring it down. Pull it down.
I put it at a C.
Same here.
Okay. I'll bring it down to a B for you guys. Make your arguments. You guys know why I love it.
Again, for me, I've already made it. I thought it was a whole fucking game, and it's just VR missions. I do like those end ones.
It says it in the title, but okay.
No, I know it does, but again, I don't know. When I bought it, I explained why. I thought it was like a subsequel, like a Metal Gear 1.5 from the point of view of Gray Fox. I didn't know what I was thinking, but I do enjoy those last missions, those mystery ones and all that shit. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty funny. But I can only shoot targets so long, and if it was less of like the basic, destroy these 20 targets, destroy these 50 targets. If it was like just a few of those, and then more puzzle-like ones, or the more funner ones like the giant genome and all that shit. If it was more of that, then it would definitely be higher. But it's a C. I got fooled. I got bamboozled. I bamboozled myself. I bamboozled myself. I bamboozled myself. I hyped it when it was just VRs.
Yeah. Chris, same words.
I mean, for me, it was just kind of the repetitiveness of some of the missions. Didn't really hold my attention all that well. Our producer says Noise's rating of VR missions explains his thought on later games. Interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Chris. I'll explain mine.
For me, it was repetitiveness. Like I said, I think if I had gotten to the end with all those special missions and everything, I might have bumped it up to a B. I'm not sure. But there is, I will say this. I rated the original Metal Gear 1 above this.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if it would have quite made it to B tier. It probably would have just passed that. But yeah, it's a C for me, a solid C.
Okay. I mean, I just like a game where I get to practice and show off my skills. And that's what this was for me. It was just like, can I get better and all this kind of stuff? Like I said, it taught me the run and gun. I had no idea how to do the run and gun. It tells you in the Metal Gear Solid 1 manual, but I didn't do it. And once I learned that, it made me better at the Metal Gear Solid game, the original one, right? It made that Ocelot fight cake in whatever difficulty you play it in. Once you get that run and gun, Ocelot's nothing. It just, I don't know. It's a puzzle game. There's a lot of missions that are puzzles. Like, it's not just shooting targets.
Yeah.
It's like, get these guys with just like one grenade, and you're like, what? How the fuck am I supposed to do that? And those are the things I really like. The early stuff is super tedious, and if you don't get past that, you're fucked. You're not.
That's what I'm saying. If that shit was unlocked, all those grenade missions and Makita missions, if those were unlocked faster, I would have definitely been love this game more. But I was like, because didn't you have to do like the trial version, and then you had to do the time attack? I don't know. You had to do 2 modes, right, in order to get it quote unquote completed or some shit like that, or was that on the?
I believe so, and I think that was another problem for Chris too. Is that what were you doing?
I was doing all the trial ones. I didn't do any of the time attack ones.
Oh no, you did all the practice ones.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you didn't do the actual ones, and so that's why it wasn't unlocking anything for you.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, so instructions unclear. Also, I probably should have informed him on that. Like, don't do this.
Yeah.
But it sucks that you guys didn't get to I know German kind of did, but at least Chris because seeing people do it online and speedruns and stuff is definitely not the same as you sitting there going, racking your brain like, how the hell? Yeah, how?
No, I love
some
that.
of them are throw one guard into other guards so that they fall off and die, and you're like,
get a chain reaction. Yeah,
how do I do this? Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah,
but that's why I enjoyed it. So
B it is.
You sure? You guys gave it a C. I'm okay with giving it a C.
Yeah, because like I said, if I had gotten to the end watching that footage, I would have rated it a B. So I'm good with bringing it up to a B.
Oh, okay.
Mine personally, it's still a C because I didn't get to experience that. But I think had I been able to experience those special missions or whatever, it would have been a B.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of fucking Liberty. Chris, where do you put
German,
this?
you go first.
No. Chris first.
Okay. This might surprise some people. I put it a B.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say F.
No, I put it at a B. It was like most of the gameplay was good. Obviously, I give Rose a hard time. I don't like Rose.
Well, the fact that you have to talk to her. She fucking calls you. Like, you physically have to, like, your character will stop to answer her fucking codec calls.
Do you know what day? Do you know what day? Do you know what?
This is my nightmare. No, but like, as much flack as I give Rose and all that kind of stuff, I understand that's not the whole game,
right? Yeah.
And
just 3/4 of it.
Yeah, there is a lot more to the game other than Rose, and I do appreciate that. Obviously, the need to not have your, or did they? No, they did do that in Metal Gear Solid 1, where you still had to have your card equipped, right? To get through the doors.
Yes.
So this was the first one that didn't require that, right?
Dude, geez, I don't even know anymore.
Shit, I don't remember now. No, you didn't. Wait, you didn't have to have it equipped? I don't think you did.
I don't know, man. I'm super drawing a blank. If you needed to have it equipped.
I thought you did, but you could have a weapon and an item.
He's right. You don't need the key in this one.
Well, if that's our producer who's paying attention, he would freaking know. Do you need to put your key card on to open the door?
That alone was a huge improvement. Love that. And obviously there were some other small improvements to the graphics and everything like that.
Well, our producer just said something incredibly incorrect. You do need it in MGS1. I remember, because it's the same problem with the gas mask when you're down in the lab with Otacon. You had to equip your fucking key, open the door, put the gas mask back on, get the shit that's in there, get out. Like in MGS1, yes, you did need the key. So in MGS2, I'm 100% sure you didn't. Like, now that I think about it.
Okay. But yeah, and obviously the whole AI kernel, the memes revolve around that. The memes revolve around, we managed to avoid drowning and everything like that. Was just like there was a lot of parts in this game was thinking the better version. There were a lot of parts of this games that were a lot of fun, that were funny, things like that. So I give it a solid B. A solid B.
A Metal Gear Solid B?
A Metal Gear Solid B. Which is funny because it's the second one. So
yeah,
double whammy.
Double whammy. Whammy.
I gave it an A. Again, this was a game that I was drooling for back when it first launched, and I played it over and over and over again. I do like this game. Obviously the models get better, the characters controlled nicer. It's a huge improvement from Metal Gear Solid 1 in control schemes, the controlling aspect of it. Yeah, it's an A for me. I do have fond memories of it. I do think we've pointed out things that we don't like about it, obviously, but that's just things that we can't change, because that's the direction Kojima went with. We only get to play a Snake in the first 1/4 of the game, and that's it. That's the decision he made, and that's what it is. But yeah, I like the game. It was a good game. So I'm okay with an A. Chris is a B, you said, right?
Yeah.
What about you, Noise?
I also gave it an A. Yeah, I mean, the gameplay is the best part of it, even if you're wearing a Raiden skin, it's and doing fucking somersaults. But like, it's no, cartwheels. Sorry.
For you, it's got the dog tags. That's your whole thing. You love, you love
collecting
that.
stuff. I mean, collecting like this. That's another reason why I really love VR missions, because it's just like, give me something to do where I have to like get S tier or some shit like that. I will do it. Like, I can't help myself. It's really fun collecting. I wish I had like the time to do like platinums, because that would be me all day, all the time. But I just don't have the time for that, so I'll just collect as much as I can. But yeah, that's I love the dog tech stuff. But yeah, the gameplay itself is like, it's really polished. It still has dated controls. Obviously, you shoot with square, which is odd. But this also introduced the shooting in first person, which just fucking changed the game. Like, you can headshot people from across the goddamn map. There's no bullet drop, by the way, in this game.
Yeah.
You can snipe people with a dart. But yeah, I mean, it was just really fun. Like, it gave you all the tools you needed, and was just like, go ahead, play. It's kind of sandboxy in a way, because it's not as linear as 1, right? Like 1 was like, go north, and this one was like, go to strut F. Now go to strut whatever. Strut this and strut that. Unfortunately, the least fun part was the fucking bomb disposal thing. But other than that, yeah, like you were kind of free roaming this map, and you got it gave you a lot of opportunity to play with the AI, and I really liked that. That made this game pretty dope. But the fact that you're not Snake and Rose and the bomb disposal and the
what was
dead air. Who? Peter Stillman?
Peter Stillman, that's what it was.
Yeah, that lying son of a bitch Stillman. Yeah, the dead air.
The dead air, the
Codec
some
Calls.
of the long-winded, yeah, some of those do bring it down a little bit. Like I said,
I don't know how it didn't bring it down to a B for me, but I think it's just because the gameplay is superb, and I think that saved it from going that far low. It's an A- for me, but it's an A.
Yeah. No, it's like I said, I played so much of this game, and I agree with you. I think A-. It's a great game overall. There was one thing, like I said, I did like the Solidus fight back in the day. I would again have that file just so I could fight Solidus over and over and over again. I did like that. At the time, it was a cool fight, sword, samurai fight or whatever you want to call it, sword fight.
Yeah.
So
even though he like removes his tentacles, the thing that was helping him, even though they're kind of defective.
I guess they're damaged or something.
Whatever. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Are we leaving it an A, or is Chris fucking pulling us down like the crab that he is into B?
I think it's still an A for me. I love that tanker mission. That's the one I can do over and over and over again.
Yeah.
I
accept it as an A or no?
I find it really hard to bring it up to an A, but I'll say it's a 90. So it's just barely an A.
Okay.
A minus.
Squeezes by.
It's 89.5, which rounds up to 90. So I'll give you that.
All right, so it squeaks into an A.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Next is Ghost Babel. Jeremy, where'd you put this?
Ghost Babel. I actually put that as an A, honestly.
Oh, okay.
It's a game I've played once for this podcast, but I plan to replay it again. I had a lot of fun with it. I don't know if I'm also looking at it through the rose tinted glasses, and maybe once I replay it, I'll be like, actually, it's a B or something, or lower. But for as a first time playing it, I enjoyed it a lot. I thought it had good boss fights. Like you said, it was what was it? The Pyro Bison, the fucking Slasher Hawk dude, and Blackguard's Viper. Yeah, I mean, and then the Metal Gear Gorilla, whatever the fuck that shit was called.
It was called. I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, this Gander.
Gander, there you go. I knew it started with the G. That was all right. I mean, it was still a cool perspective for a Game Boy game. You're like, dude, that was great, dude. It was fun. Okay. I would have so loved to have that game. So it's an A for me. It's 100%. Like that's where I stand as first time ever playing it, and for most. But I think everyone here is the first time, right? So where does it stand for you guys?
So what about you, Noise? I'd like to hear yours first.
I put it as an S.
Oh.
Yeah. I really, really liked it. There was many times that I attempted to play this game and I just couldn't. I think the graphics were kind of throwing me off.
Mm-hmm.
Which is odd for me because like I love pixel art and all this stuff, but I just kind of was just like, I don't know, I'm not really feeling the Metal Gear vibes. And really I just needed to get maybe 2 stages in to finally be like, oh, this is a Metal Gear game. Because I think I'd only finished like the first stage and I went to the second stage and I was still kind of like, yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling this hedge maze stuff and blah blah blah. And I think I was also influenced by like the community saying it's not canon, and now we have our theories like, wait, was this a VR mission that Jack went through? Like once we talked about that secret ending and shit. But no, I think this is I think it's great. It does have that. Once again, our producer's probably going to be like, I can see why fucking Noise likes futures. It's stage based, which means I can go back to any stage and try my hand at it again, perfect it, get a higher score. It's my Achilles heel, man. Just like if anybody out there listening, my wife already knows this, but if my wife is somehow not a power of attorney and I have Alzheimer's and I don't know what the fuck's going on, put me in a home and just give me some games with repetitive actions, VR missions, Ghost Babel, Futures, fucking Ocarina of Time, just something that I know I will have fun playing until I pass away, like The Notebook or something. I'll just be like, I'll be in my bed holding my favorite cartridge going like, and I'm dead, Yeah, that's my weakness is repetitive action games. I don't know why. It's they're fun. Chris,
Right.
Yeah.
I also gave it an A.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
I think, and this might be a controversial opinion. I think that this aged better than Metal Gear Solid 1.
Solid 1? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, I think that this game is more future friendly, I guess. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to word that, because I know it's not
Is it because
just controls,
pixel art ages better than 3D model art?
kind of,
or mechanically?
I think more mechanically and game and story wise. Well, no, not story wise. I was
gonna say this one's kind of batshit crazy.
Mechanically, it's a lot more interesting, a lot more fun. Like when we first played it, I had trouble believing it was a Game Boy game.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yes. Like that's why I really like that too. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it's so far above most other Game Boy games. Like it's out of the park. So I give it a solid A.
Hold on. When was this released? 2000? So this was released 2 years after Solid?
Yep, just after VR missions.
Yeah, this was released after, well, I guess, yeah, that would make sense. Because say it's released after Pokemon, it was better.
It is crazy to think about, because like this is a Game Boy Color game, but imagine if there was no color part of it. Yeah, it would still be.
Yeah, I don't think that would have necessarily hindered it. Yeah,
with those 4 fucking shades of green, it would still be fucking awesome.
Yeah, it controls smooth. Like I said, it is interesting. It's 2 years older than Solid, for a system that is actually how old when this was released? Game Boy Color was like 95, 94. So 5-year-old system that they had already been able to optimize as best they could.
Wait, which one? The Color?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know when the Color came out.
Well, at least the Game Boy in general, because
the Game Boy came out in 89.
Came out in like 80. Was it 89? Okay.
Yeah, with Tetris. Yeah, back in
yeah. But regardless, yeah, I don't know.
It's like the longest running handheld, because they were selling it for like 10 years.
Oh yeah, that's a very good comment Chris made. Does it age better? I don't know. I think just it's those nostalgia glasses that are making us say Solid is fine, because we play it once a year. We played it once a year for many years. So
and we're okay with the pixelated bobbing heads without eyes.
Yeah.
It has a charm because of that. You're just kind of like, oh, this game, look how cute it is with its, they don't even have mouths.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. But I do like this game. I think so. We got 2 A's and 1 S.
Yeah, I think I'm down to just leave it at A. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you recommend it? It's a game I think we've said it multiple times now. Like, highly recommended. Just like Solid Snake, if you haven't played it, like, give it a shot. It's fun.
Yeah.
Even if you use save states, that's fine. We're not gonna.
I mean, you don't even really need them. It's all stage-based.
No, you don't actually. On this one, Solid Snake, you might want them, but you don't really need them. Yeah, these games are totally playable and beatable from beginning to end. In obviously, what did we do it?
The originals we did in like a week, except for the NES ones, because that.
Yeah.
I gave us the impossible task of trying to do both of those in 1 week.
Yeah, no,
I figured we were going to fly through the. Yeah, I figured we were going to fly through the. The NES one, like really fast. It's like, oh, it's basically the same game, just with some bullshit. But it was just like, nope, guess not.
No, I was under the impression we were like going to do both in 1 week, because we were going to be like 3 hours of the NES one, be like, nope, and then be like 3 hours, like, nope, like I'm done. That's what I figured. Not that we were going to actually beat them in that 1 week. I was like, no, I'm not beating any of these.
I wouldn't have been able to do Snake's Revenge. After I saw that speedrun, I was like, oh, no way. This game's way long.
Yeah. It's a full game. But yeah, an A is good. It's a great game. I do like it. It's another one of my must play revisit. It's definitely don't regret playing it, and I want to replay it.
Yeah, I feel like I still feel like I need to convince people who haven't played it to play this fucking game. It's good. Like, it's really good. I think it got like perfect scores in a bunch of websites and stuff. Like, yeah. Anyways, my personal favorite, Twin Snakes. Where'd you guys put it?
Twin Snakes. So I'll start with this one. I'll start off on that. I put it in A.
Okay.
It has to be an A for me. I did like it. I remember saying, I think originally I said I liked it probably better than the original. But like I said, after watching that intro and just some gameplay of the Solid, I'm like, damn, Solid is beautiful. It's a beautiful game. I like what Twin Snake does. Like some of the improvements, obviously, the controller, the graphics get nicer. It is a completely different game, though. That whole anime twist and everything makes it different. So it's an A for me. It's still, I love it. I still like it. I think it's cool. I love seeing fucking Gray Fox, and all the crazy shit that I know drives you nuts. I think it's fine. I like it.
So you're actually rating it lower than the original one?
The original, I am.
Okay.
It's an A. It's and honestly, I it's a low A for me. It's like probably yeah. Just because rethinking it, kind of based on the structure. Would I go back and play Twin Snakes? Maybe. Would I go back and play Solid? Absolutely. I'd go back and play Solid any day.
But well, you do go back and play Solid. So is what it sounds like. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Where did you put it?
I put it an S.
S.
Yeah. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone.
Nope.
However, this might shock you. After looking over all the games and really thinking about it critically, it's not number one anymore.
Oh, nice.
What in the what?
Yeah, something else is taking number one. I won't say what it is yet. But it's number 2 at the moment.
Oh shit.
Okay. Number 2S. Okay.
So I mean, for me, it kind of checks all the boxes of I think what you guys feel for Metal Gear Solid 1 and kind of ups it for me because there's better graphics. The controls I feel were smoother.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the cutscenes and everything being a little over the top I loved that, like you say, very anime and everything. And so it kind of, I feel like this is for me what Metal Gear Solid is for you guys.
Okay.
So.
Oh yeah, it's cool. No, like I said, I like this game. So yeah, that's where it sits for me. Your S, number 2S, so low
number
S.
2S, yep.
For me is honestly, actually on my list, it's the bottom A. It's the lowest A for me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I got quite a battle here. Okay. Because
I think we all know
how noise feels.
Well, I didn't give it an F.
I didn't think you would.
I actually gave it a C.
Okay.
It's a faithful recreation as far as like the level design and all that stuff.
The level, the progression.
Yeah, everything's where it's supposed to be. But like I said, things are just a little bit off. Like I said, sometimes it feels like the levels are smaller and the characters are bigger. I don't like the model designs because after playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and you've seen Snake and Otacon and you've seen the quality of those models, and then you see them in Twin Snakes, and if they just look off, they're squeezed or something, like their faces are squeezed.
Yeah.
Everything's uncanny in this game. I hate the anime stuff. It doesn't fit in here because Snake is not a ninja. I'll say that a million times. Snake has never been like that, even in Metal Gear 1 or Solid 2 or Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. He's not that type of soldier. He's a boots on the ground, fucking I like my SOCOM type of guy. I smoke cigarettes. If I smoke cigarettes, there's no way I could hop off a fucking rocket. He ain't got the lung capacity for that kind of shit.
I know Sanji smokes cigarettes and he can do a lot of stuff.
I don't know what we're talking about here.
Yeah,
it's an anime character.
You know what, Noise? What is interesting is I do know what you're talking about when you talk about it being. It feels weird. It feels almost empty. It feels almost empty when you're in the first hangar there.
I don't know why.
You're right. Maybe because of the extra frequent. Because it wasn't made to go into. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I still like this game, but I do know what you're talking about. All the
soldiers are in the same fucking spot. They didn't take away soldiers or add soldiers. It's the same. So why does it feel weird, right?
It feels weird. No, you're right. It does feel very weird.
It makes me feel fucking gross playing it. Like I don't know. But it was fun. Again, they gave me fucking dog tags to collect. So I enjoyed all that. I'm definitely not going to ignore the great features that I love from 2 were brought in because it is the exact same engine, just brought over for GameCube. So I had the dog tags. Fucking, it had all the life improvements of 2, which breaks the game, by the way. You can just fucking jump over railings and stock and all this other shit. But after playing them just, so many times, you're kind of like, how can I experience this in a new way? And this is the answer. It's Twin Snakes. This is your way of kind of coming in and fucking with AI. And it's also the only true way to beat this story non-lethally. You cannot do it in MGS1 because there is no dart gun. You will always guaranteed to kill at least
the
people?
bosses, and then people,
the bosses don't count.
You're allowed, I think 6 or something like that, 8 maybe, but yeah.
Well, I think you're allowed like 11 kills or some shit like that, but you can knock it down to like 6 or 7 people that you mandatorily have to kill. Oh, really?
Okay.
But yeah, in this one you could actually get that's one thing I really, really liked. You could do a completely non-lethal run in this one just because they gave you the hush puppy.
What's crazy about it is that I never thought about that, like, despite me playing Metal Gear Solid so many times, that there is no trank gun in that game. Like, I never really, like, it's just not there because you're so used to having it. Because, like I said, I played so much too that
it always bugged me when it was like, try to get try to get Big Boss, and it gives you all these conditions, and one of them is like kill less than 8 people or some shit like that, and I'm like, why can't it be 0? And I'd always look for a way. I'm like, why can't it be 0? And it's because that gunfight at the beginning, you have to kill those first 3 soldiers with Meryl. The rest of them, you can just run around the room and let her fucking shoot the rest. And then, as far as I can remember, I think the only other... Oh, there's the 3 guys on the freight elevator going down to Vulcan Raven. Okay. You have to throw them off. Or I throw them off. But yeah, you have to kill those 3 guys. So that's 6. So actually, yeah, I think it's like less than 11 or 12. Because then there's the 4 horsemen in the regular elevator that you have to kill also. So there's 10 right there, mandatory kills. And it just always bugged me. And Twin Snakes kind of rescued me from that, where I'm like, I just want 0 kills. Can I just have 0 kills? And so, yeah, there are positives in this game. The gameplay is fun. But like I said, it just rubs me the wrong way. And I can't get over it. It's my own personal problem.
I do agree with your that uncanny like feeling of for whatever reasons, it does feel weird when you're playing it because it feels so open. I've talked about it before. I hate how when you get caught, those guards they just spawn the fuck in with the riot shields and shit. I'm like, where the fuck did they come from? I always hate that.
Yeah, and in Solid 2, they don't do that. They come from another room.
Yeah, they literally have to come in. Yep. I mean, they literally spawn in. I'm like, what the fuck? You turn around, they're right there. I know you don't like the anime, but I do. I'm one of those. I thought it was super cool because I don't know. I wonder if the PlayStation. I mean, they could have animated it if they wanted it that way. Is it? Yeah, because this one had. Let me see. I'm thinking here. When did this one release? 2006?
No, this released before Snake Eater. 2003, I think.
3? Oh, okay.
2 or 3.
Watch some gameplay of it so I can kind of remember more about it and stuff. I like it. I'm watching right now. I'm watching it. I like it. I think I was impressed by it. I like it. So
I was impressed when it was first announced, and I was all over it. I was like, "Ooh, a remake!" because they just done Resident Evil remake, and I was like, "Ooh, maybe Konami will do something similar." And I mean, I admit I did like it when it first came out, but the more I played it, the more I noticed the differences. And and the music drives me fucking insane. I hate the music. I can't stand it.
I am willing to take it down to a B.
Oh gosh,
personally, just because of Johnny. # not my Johnny.
Not my Johnny.
Oh, that's right. It's a completely different voice actor for some goddamn reason. Oh, that too. The fucking accents, they're gone. Why? This is what started that. They never came back after this game. Our producer says he has a good point. What if Twin Snakes is just a retelling of the story? Everyone over embellishes the action that happens when they are telling stories.
True.
Which is, I can definitely agree with that statement because there is a game from a different franchise that a lot of people shun. I don't really want to spoil it here because there's a certain listener who recently just played a remake of one of these games in this franchise. And I don't know if he's interested in just not knowing. But yeah, one of these games, it was advertised as like a remake or a re-envisioning. And when I played through it, I thought it was fucking great. I was like, this is a great take on this original game that I really love, with some crazy twists. And yeah, it feels like a retelling for sure. I think it's just because it's trying so hard to be. It's almost a 1-to-1 with like the weird things.
So what did you put it at original? C?
I put it as a C. You guys had it an A.
Oh, he had an S. So he's willing to jump 2 down. I was willing to jump 1 down and put it as a B because of that uncanny feeling I get. You're right, and the music isn't like the original. I literally said the original had some of the best music. That him
is super
him
cool.
You could say.
Okay, is that what it means?
Hymnal,
yeah. What? Hymnal? Oh,
Hymnal.
that's right. Yeah, that's right.
So I'm okay with bringing it for as a collective to a B. If you're okay bringing it up to a B.
Oh yeah, I'm fine with the B. I didn't think Chris was gonna let a B fly. I was like, seriously? Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring it down to a B because I do understand where you're coming from. Noise is that you're not a fan of anime. Or
I am a fucking fan of anime.
Sorry,
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna choke you.
You're not a fan of mainstream anime. I should say.
Making it an anime, maybe. This
Making
one wasn't
it
supposed to.
An anime. That's my problem with it. I love anime just as well as anybody else.
You
I love
like
all the tentacle stuff
anime.
and the weird kinky stuff. It's great.
You don't like mainstream anime.
Not all of it. Not all of it.
Okay.
You don't like Dragon Ball Z.
I like Chainsaw Man. I like Attack on Titan.
Okay,
those are mainstream.
You really need to do. You do really need to watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged, though. I think you will enjoy that.
I think you would you would love it, Bacon, Senor.
Because
Dragon Ball
you guys literally
so
said the phrase that is the thing that will make me not watch it.
Abridged.
You guys failed. No,
oh,
you would love it.
Okay.
It's the same thing with you, German. You've said it before too. Someone goes like, "Oh, you would love this," and you'd be like,
"Okay,
I'll give it a shot." That'll be for our Dragon Ball podcast.
Yeah, but
you guys want to do a Dragon Ball podcast?
You can.
It'd have to be later because
we got shit to do.
But if you are going to give Abridged a shot, if you're going to abridge the shot, I just say make it past episode 5. The first 5 are a little rough, just like Red versus Blue. Red versus Blue, the first couple ones you're like, oh, they're funny, but they're like rough. But then it gets really, really, really good.
Well, yeah,
the quality.
Think about our own stuff. think about our own stuff too, Noise. Like how far you've come, from where we started to where we are now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, and I'm
I have
sure
a hard
you
time
would
listening to the first episodes of this podcast. Yeah. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I didn't even make it through. Anyways, we've spent a lot of time on Twin Snakes. Shit. How did this happen? Okay. MGS3. Yeah, it's so good. MGS3, well, I gave it an S.
It's S number 1 for me.
S number 1 for me is also.
Nice.
Wow. All right, let's move on. Metal Gear Acid. I mean, what can we say about Metal Gear Solid 3? It's
beautiful. The only thing I will say, Chris, is just that when we were doing our quick top 5, I noticed you had skipped it. It wasn't in your top 5. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
What the hell? I was like, what? I think you might have forgot about it. I was like, what?
Honestly,
I was sad.
I had forgotten about it. There was a lot of stuff I forgot about when I was talking about that.
This is your new number 1.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my new number 1. Yeah.
So he remembered. He was like, wait, this was fucking awesome.
Yeah. Well, and I mentioned the other day when I was getting ready for stream, I was listening to Snake Eater to kind of pump me up. Just about every morning I listen to that song now.
Oh yeah.
Get me going. When I come out, I'll make my wife's coffee and get her a sandbag and everything. First thing I do, resume music, and that's the song that always comes on. And it's like, awesome. Yes, get me prepped for the day. Yeah, get me pumped.
It's a good song.
But I love it. Oh man. It's really grown on me. I gotta say, I didn't expect it to grow on me that much. Because like I said, for the longest time, Twin Snakes was my number 1. Yeah. And I really thought about it. So I was like, you know what? I've got to dethrone Twin Snakes. This is my new number 1. So
yeah. And that's how I felt. I said it in the episode that the first time I heard Snake Eater, I was like, eh. And then the second time I heard it, I was like, okay, and then, and then the latter, I'm like, okay. And then by the time I beat the game, like I said, if it plays in the fight with the boss, if you get to 5 minutes or less. And I was like, dude, this song is fucking epic. So yeah, S Frank.
Just for the song. Yeah. I give it an S for ladder boss.
Ladder boss. All right.
There's no other game that has a ladder boss like this.
Cool. No, so Acid. First Acid, huh?
First Acid.
I want to know where you guys rank it. I'll let you guys go.
I gave it a C.
Okay.
Really? Okay.
Average, yeah.
All right.
Chris?
I give it a D. It's my lowest rated game.
Oh, okay.
Of the ones I
played. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I gave it a B.
Okay.
I gave it a B.
Pretty sprain.
I like the art
we
style.
know already. He's a fucking card collector.
And I like the card collection. It's also kind of like you said, it's mission based ish, where you can kind of go back and grind for cards and how fast can I do it. Remember, I was submitting those pictures to you guys where I was completing these missions with 0 cost and shit like that, because it was one of those can I beat this without using any cost? Can I beat this without, it's et cetera, et cetera. I like the art style. It does suffer. I'm happy to bring it down to a C because what hurts it the most is though that bullshit in mission 7 and 11 or where the fuck
13.
they were.
13.
There you go. And the whole like you need to equip.
We know what it is.
The fact that you need to equip the climb card to climb, and I was like, that's so and waste a turn to turn around or to crawl and uncrawl. That was that mechanically
not stand up, uncrawl.
I'm okay with bringing it down to a C if to where noises level is at.
Yeah,
Chris, are you okay with bringing it up, or you want to fight for it to be a D?
You know, you guys have met me in the middle so many times. I'll bring it up.
Bring it up to low C. That's fine with me. What was the bosses in this one again?
C.
The only thing that was lacking was some more bosses. You had Le One twice. You had the Teleco fight and the clown fight, and then the Metal Gear fight.
Actually, because of the Teleco fight and how ridiculous that was, I will bring it up to a C.
Okay,
because it was just. I remember
the game board part
with noise fodder. Oh my gosh!
Oh, the fact that you just caught it on fire or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man! I thought you were talking about the game board part. The game board part.
I like that.
No,
I like that. I wanted more of that. Yeah.
when you learn that,
fire is king in this game.
Oh man, that was a lot of fun watching you play that noise. So I will bring it up to a C because of that. I will bring it up to a C.
I had almost put it at a D, obviously because it's 7, and because the only way for me to complete the game was also to start using save states in 13.
Oh yeah.
And to me, I'm like, that's broken. You know, like I shouldn't have to save state to progress. Yeah, to beat it.
But
like, it's.
We also said that you weren't using the guns correctly. You kept waiting to get shot.
That's not 13. That's not 13.
Yeah,
that was
the
7.
whole game. Yeah.
Well, that's the whole game. That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't have needed to save skate. Maybe you had more.
Because I knew about the guns.
No. In 13, okay, I had already figured it out.
Oh, okay.
At 7.
Okay.
We talked about it in the episode because I was behind.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, and I had to catch up. And then I'd already figured out not to do all that shit. But no, you guys remember 13. 13 was the long hallway with the invisible dudes.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they hit you,
then you can't see.
Yeah, then you can't see them. And it was just, there was too many fucking rooms. There were too long.
It was long. It was fucking long, 100%.
It's a good level, but like if all it needed was checkpoints. Just some checkpoints, man.
Just one would have made it better, if not like 2, yeah. 2
yeah, one, because you had to go in and then you had to come all the way back out. So if there was that made it 2 different levels. But yeah, just like halfway, just like one at least. But just having to use save states, that almost brought it down to a D for me. But I'm actually happy that I kept it at a C, especially after Chris reminded me that fire is king.
Yeah. It was such a weird exploit, but yeah, it was. The only reason I'll bring it up to a C is because
I defeated those guys in the fucking where the turbines were, Teleco, and the second low one all by fire. Like, it was great. All right. Acid 2. I gave this one a B.
Same.
Okay. All right. I gave it an A.
Oh, whoa. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. I've mentioned like I also like collecting games. I like to collect stuff, you know, card collecting, that kind of stuff. I like strategy games. This was everything Acid 1 should have been.
Yeah.
And so much better in so many ways. Life improvements, the type of cards you got, the variety of cards.
Oh yeah.
Was much bigger than in Acid 1, I think.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It was just overall
better boss fights too, because you had actual like thematic boss fights.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You had the first dude with the arm, the fucking Rajang punchy arms. You had the ghoul dude that was fire. You had the fucking upside down Chinese ninja dude.
The physical Figgle Jizzix.
The Fizzle Jizzix. That shit was ridiculous.
Dude, the part where I almost said Teleco. What's the girl in red?
Venus.
Oh my Venus. Yeah.
Where you had to do like the looking for fire, the 2 sticks.
Yeah, the dowsing rods.
My god.
How ridiculous was that, dude? Just like, yeah, closer, right there. Oh yeah. Like, what the fuck is happening?
I'm all spread now.
I'm almost there. I can feel it.
No, it was everything I think Acid One wanted to be, but didn't quite make it. And I think
they didn't have enough
really
time. I don't think, right? Like they're like, make this game in this much amount of time, and they're like, okay, and then they were like, well, you know what, we can make this better. Let's make another one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that, and I think maybe like experimental stuff, like they didn't know what to do or how to do it quite right yet.
Sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. It was a thought like, oh yeah, let's put a fucking card to let you climb. Like
they definitely perfected it with Acid 2. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I can come down to a B because this is my highest rated A.
Really,
this is A+.
Highest rated, huh?
Highest rated A.
I will tell you this much. I liked the storyline of Acid better than this one. This one was just kind of like you were being ransomed or blackmailed by Dalton, and then Wiseman. Was his name Wiseman? Wiseman comes in, right? What was his name?
Wiseman? Yeah, I think his name was Wiseman.
Yeah. I don't know. And then I don't know. I like this Teleco story was a little bit cooler in my opinion with the whole like the dolls and the like it fell flat at the end. We agreed it felt flat, but I thought it was kind of a little better. A little bit more mystery than this one. It was just kind of like we're being used by the government versus there's an actual mystery going on. But yeah, you know me, I played the bejesus out of this one. I got what is I think total of 90% of all the cards. I'm only missing a handful.
I find it. I just want to comment on this real quick. I find it ironic that you don't like the storyline of Snake being used by the government, and yet in every other Metal Gear game, that's exactly what's happening.
No, not that I didn't like it was just kind of more generic. I don't know. I think the other one was more interesting. Is what I meant. Not that I didn't like it. It was just more interesting with the dolls.
I think this one had much more depth to the story than the other one did,
and it was funny. I think Chris has convinced me to bring it up to an A because the whole Dalton stuff where he goes to the shitter to talk to you.
Yeah.
And then what's his face tries to hypnotize Dalton over the phone. And he's
that was kind of funny. That was pretty funny. I am actually willing to bring it up to an A as well. I do like Acid 2 a lot. I do. Obviously it was actually my number one B. So yeah. I'm okay with bringing it up to an A.
Okay.
Yeah, because it just played overall better. Again, this one had those missions that I'm surprised you didn't do noise, which whole like kill him with these grenade or use use them kill stuff. Yeah, that shit was so fun. I love.
I need to go back and do that.
Those were really really fun.
Yeah. Like I said, this is my highest rated A, so it's above the original Metal Gear Solid as well as Ghost Babel.
Wow,
for me.
Okay, cool.
I mean, these games also introduced us to.
Yeah, that was and again, I like Acid so much that again I keep saying it. I want a fucking Acid 3. I literally do. Take what Acid 2 has done and make it even better. I'm down. I'll take it.
I feel if they did that would absolutely be S tier.
A 3 just made
on Acid 2.
Yeah, 100%.
Absolute S tier. Yeah.
Cool.
So the next one's kind of weird. It's digital graphics novel. It was a game. I did play it back in the day. So I had given it a B because it was a PSP game where you could actually interact with the graphics. It wasn't just passively watching. Once again, you can collect stuff, and with collecting all that stuff, you made connections inside this big matrix box that lets you know all this extra info that you may or may not have known about, at least about the Metal Gear Solid universe, not anywhere outside the Solid game. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't giving you new info about 2 or 3 or anything like that.
Yeah, not the Metal Gear universe, just the Metal Gear Solid universe.
Yeah, just the Metal Gear. Yeah, just the Solid 1 universe. Yeah. So I'm sure you guys put it in not played. Or I guess you could use the watching of the video as a way to rank this. I don't know.
I did play a little bit.
That's kind of what I did as mine. Yeah, he did play a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, I did play because mine kept crashing. Then I fixed it by putting in that thing. I didn't beat it. I put it. So you ended up said B. You said B for you.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
Back in the day. Okay.
I didn't beat it this time.
Okay. So I can. Okay. I put it as a C because I thought it was kind of cool. I love the graphics. The what do you call it? The art style.
The art style.
Super cool.
Ashley Wood.
Yep. I love it. I put it as a C now today because that's when I first knew it was you could do that. I thought it was just graphics back in the day, which is a comic book. Had I played it back then, I would have collected everything. I would have had 100% max connections and links and all that shit. So I put it as a C for now, because now I was like, I don't care too much. But back then, I totally would have. I agree with you. I'm okay with bumping it up.
Okay.
Because I would have done it back then. I would have definitely bumped it.
I put it as a B.
Oh, you also put it as a B. Okay.
Yeah. Because I kind of thought back as to like if I had played it and got to look for all the collectibles and everything, I think that would have been a lot of fun. It would have made it a lot more interactive, a lot more interesting.
Did I not put it on the PSP for you?
I don't know. You might have. I didn't try it. So I'm not sure.
I just thought about it. I was like, wait, didn't I?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But so I think because of all that, I would have put it in A, but having to read everything manually.
Oh, yeah.
Would have dragged it down. So I was like, I'll put it at a B.
Okay.
A low B, but
B.
it's a B.
Low B. I'm cool with the B.
Well, shit. Yeah. We all kind of, that works out.
Like I said, it's a C on my personal, because I don't care for it now. But back then, I would have been you. I would have definitely done it.
And that Psycho Mantis part got you guys for a second?
Psycho Mantis part? Did I make it that far?
Well, you at least watched the video, right?
I did. I don't remember. What did he do?
Fucking Miller shoots Psycho Mantis, and then you guys go over to the Metal Gear.
Yeah. I remember that now. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Miller
shows up at his thing. Wait up.
Yeah, what's funny for us, the dead giveaway was like, wait, how can Liquid and Miller be in the same room? But for Snake, it was like, wait, also has two hands.
Yeah.
Right? Because he doesn't know yet about Miller and Liquid. So
yeah.
The dead giveaway was also lots of hands.
Yep. Yeah. I did like that. That was cool. B. I like it. B.
Good way to break the fourth wall, to be like, wait, let's fuck with the reader.
Mm-hmm.
They've already played the game.
They think they know everything. Nah, they don't.
Yeah, this is what really happened. Okie dokie. Oh, I put those in the wrong order. Portable Ops, right?
Yeah.
That was before MGS4. German, you have high praise for this. Where did you put this?
My ops is an A rank.
Boop. Okay.
All right. Care to explain why?
I like, because it has some cool features. Obviously, it's the first time we got introduced to building your team or whatever, your roster, have units out there with different skill sets and all that. I like. I did it Claw.
You wouldn't believe us.
I played it with Claw. I played it with Claw, so I guess to replay it with Claw, so it didn't bug me too much. Controls, I was able to do it just fine. I don't know. What can I say? I liked this game. I thought it was fun. I liked the storyline. It technically, to me, concludes, I guess, the Big Boss saga, in my opinion, because it takes place years after Snake Eater. And right before Les Infanterie, the game ends in 1971, isn't it? Right? That's where the game ends. Well, roughly, if you beat it, if you play accordingly. Because you told me, Noise, right? You can go all the way to December 1970.
Yeah, if you go past it, you cause a time paradox.
Yeah.
Because in the Les Infanterie, the thing doesn't happen.
Yeah. So I think it concludes just perfect. Big it shows us that Ocelot and Zero end up working together to recruit Big Boss to become the Patriots to continue what we know happens later. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Notice, do you want to go next?
Sure. I put it at a C.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, I just I don't like the controls, man. Like they're, I know I said like I'm pretty good at like adapting the controls and all this stuff. It's I don't know. It doesn't feel right. It's a little floaty, the camera at least. It's I do like the recruiting mechanic, but dragging him to the fucking car or to a box is like, and Chris was dragging him one by one to the fucking truck. I don't know how you lasted that long doing that, because I'm pretty sure the game tells you like, yeah, just take him to the box.
But I didn't realize you had to like call or how it works. Or whatever,
yeah, the codec call,
right? Whatever.
Right. Yeah. I do like the story. All that is good. The gameplay just, I think, suffers a bit. I don't think that figured out how to do a Metal Gear. Like an almost full-fledged Metal Gear that isn't a card game on the PSP. I think they hadn't figured that out yet.
What if they had done this game more like Ghost Babel, like a 2D top-down, or like what is it called, 2.5?
I thought about that. Yeah, just like the top-down.
2.5. Yeah,
I feel like that might have been. I think I would have liked it way better that way, because they also like dedicate a button for you to fucking press up against the wall, and it's like,
that was weird. That was very weird.
Like, why? There's none of them do that. Like, just push up against it. Why dedicate a whole button? It doesn't make any sense. Now you're forcing me to push and then another button, and then how do I do the other things I want to do.
Yeah. The claw.
The claw, yeah. But I did like the recruiting mechanic, a lot of stuff, like all the home base stuff. Is that what it was called? What did they call it? I don't think they called it anything.
No,
right?
they just
Did they call it Foxhound yet? No, right?
No,
right?
no. It was just your team, I guess. Yeah, very good point. I don't think they called it anything.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, no, I liked all that stuff. I really liked organizing my dudes and successfully making rations, you know.
I knew you were gonna bring it up. Hey, I'll say this: I beat it before New Year's with the claw, with no fucking rations being produced. What about you, Chris? What did you put in? I'm curious.
It is absolutely S rank for me.
Oh, okay. I was scared.
Right.
I was going to say it's absolute. I was like trash. Like what?
No.
I think I do remember Chris saying, yeah, he loved it.
It tickled all of my spots. It got all those little things. The only criticism I have for it is I wish there was a full release for console.
Yeah.
If they were to remaster it and make it console,
yeah,
it would absolutely be number one for me. It would take number one spot for sure.
I think you were also a little vocal about not having a real Metal Gear fight at the end. It was just you fought Metal Gear Rach. What was it called? Raha as the quote unquote prototype or whatever the fuck that was.
I mean,
and then you didn't do anything with the real Metal Gear.
Thrilled about that just because up to that point, that's kind of what I was used to.
Mm-hmm.
But having played some other games since then, I'm realizing like it's not necessarily end all be all. Mm-hmm. So
it doesn't always have to follow that formula.
Yeah, exactly. So it's at this point it is number 3 for me of all the games.
Huh? Okay.
It's top 3. And like I said, if there was a full console release, absolutely number 1.
Which one? Sorry, have you revealed the number 2S or no?
Yeah, it's all Twin Snakes.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Sorry, we're going through so many games. Okay,
so yeah, that's fair because it's
Snake Eater. So Snake Eater, Twin, and then Portable. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, the collecting of the men, the strategy of where to put them, the spies, and having all of them having their different things and figuring out who goes where, and then this guy is relevant to me now, so let's get rid of him. Collect more, more powerful people, all that kind of stuff. It hit every spot in gaming that I love.
At least I'll tell you this much. At least this game doesn't give you a sad little cutscene of your when you're trying to dismiss your soldier.
Oh
yeah. On this one, I was like, "You suck, bye. You suck, bye." Because on that Monster Hunter, man, when you got to dismiss your Palico, I'm like, "No." You're like, "Okay, fine. You can stay. Poor cat to get sad.
But yeah,
okay,
it hit everything. It hit everything.
Okay.
That I could love in game. Like I said, the only criticism I have is if it needs a full console release.
Yeah. Okay.
So
all right. So what are we gonna do? We're really divided on this one. It's an S, an A, and a C.
Range, yeah. I can come down to an A.
Okay.
I can give it maybe convince to come down lower, but it's gonna take a lot. So
I don't know if I like it in A.
I could. So that's funny. Chris went down 1. I could go down 1 to a B because I do agree with you. And again, it's unfortunate. It's hardware limitations. I mean, we could always argue that they could have done it better. They could have made better buttons. Like for sure.
Yeah.
Why are you pushing square to press up against the wall? That was the decision that was made with no valid reason that we can think of.
Yeah.
It'd be different if the PSP had 2 joysticks. They're like, nah, we're gonna make you use claw. You're like, why don't you use the other joystick? So I could bring it down. Because of all the negative, unfortunate hardware limitations. It would be my high B though. It would definitely be like my borderline A for me.
Okay. Because I said what I said about the original Metal Gear Solid, I will also come down to a B if you're willing to come up.
Yeah, no, I'm willing to go up to a B.
Okay.
I just didn't.
Not A.
I can sympathize. I can sympathize with that. So
no, I'm cool. Like I said,
I'll come down to a B.
In a B, it's my in our. As a collective group, it would be my high B. It would definitely be beating Metal Gear. What did we put B right now?
Well, the highest. Well, depending on which way he's going, the highest one he has is either I don't know if he's putting them in order though, so I don't know if that matters.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Like our collective B. What's in our collective B?
Would you put it a high or low B?
Of what? What are we talking about? Of this game?
Yeah.
Oh, low B.
Okay,
sorry,
Roby.
I got real confused with what German was saying. I got lost and I was like, "What? What's happening?"
Yeah, no, it's fine. It is a B. I see the downfalls of this game, but I do like it. So
yeah, because unlike German, who was like, I don't want to hate this game. Like this one, I want to like this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm the opposite with that. Like I want to like this game, and yeah, it falls a little short.
It falls short. Yeah,
yeah.
I can see why it falls short.
I'm kind of the same opinion as Chris. Like a console remake would be tight. Like if it was like in Master Collection Volume 2, like that'd be great.
How high would that bring it for you if we did get that and it got
I think it would. I think it would change it to an A for me because it would just smooth out the controls and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even emulating it and getting that right stick going, it still is still like it's jank and it's like it's not the game's fault that I can't emulate it the way I want. You know.
Yeah.
It's just Cool. I definitely didn't want to play it on the PSP. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I'm not doing what fucking German did. That's crazy.
Yeah, for me personally, it is S tier.
Awesome.
Like I said, it hit every spot that I wanted as a gamer.
Okay, that's cool.
But I can come down to a B. I'll come down to a B.
Okay, I'll give it a solid B, not a B minus. I'll give it a solid B, just because I know it has way more potential.
Yeah,
you know. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Alrighty. So next one, which I think some of you guys didn't play.
Yep.
Portable Ops Plus.
It's a non-played for me.
I also put it there. Yeah, I did the tutorial, the first thing or whatever, but yeah, I didn't play anything past.
I should give it a shot because
this one's the VR missions to this Portable Ops for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it put me in like random situations, random maps, random starting points, random end points. The radar was improved. I think I told you guys that you can actually there's a dot.
That's right. It shows if they're above or below you. Yeah,
above or below you. You also didn't have to call that frequency when you're at the box. You could just drag them over to a box and like kick the box or punch it, and they would just take them. Mm-hmm. Like things were streamlined, you know. Mm-hmm. But also, this is not a full game. Again, it's just like VR missions. It's a whole separate thing. There is no Portable Ops coming with it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's its own standalone, expansion, but without the base game.
Yeah.
So I can see why you guys were just like, no, it's just more of the same without story, and I get that. But for me, I just want a game that just want to mindlessly
play. You would just sit and play it. Yep.
And oddly enough, just those two little improvements made me forget the shitty controls.
What's funny is with this one, I think I might have told the story that I kind of learned my lesson of not bamboozling myself from the VR mission, because I remember being in GameStop and being like, oh, what's that new Portable Ops game plus? And I was like, is it like a new plus? And the guy's like, nah, it's just kind of like just extra missions and shit. And I was like, oh, I'm like, so like VR, like, nah, then fuck it, I don't want it. And maybe I regret not buying it because it was not in my collection now, but yeah.
And you can bring your whole crew in, like everyone that you had from the original game. Is it your whole crew? Or maybe
I don't know.
I don't remember. But I got some of my soldiers over.
I'm going to replay it. Or not replay. I'm going to play. I'm going to make it a point to play it. So I'll update the ranking system once we get further along, because I'm going to make it a point to play it.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, as a collective, then you're the only collective here, a B. So
yeah,
you're the only one that played it. So okay.
I guess it'll just stay there until you guys play it and it gets pulled down or brought up.
Okay. All
right.
The big boy.
The big one.
Last but not certainly not least.
My second absolute favorite one, MGS4. That's where I had it. I have it at a solid D.
That's fair.
Solid D.
Yeah.
High or low D?
Just right down the middle. It's an indifferent D.
All right.
D's nuts.
Chris, what do you got?
Okay. German?
I want to know you first.
Okay. I put mine at A tier.
A tier? High tier?
Yeah.
Low?
In the middle. It was just beat out for 5th place, so it is no longer in the top 5.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's number 6. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Wait, wasn't it in 4th place on your top 5? How did
it was? Yeah. I like I said, I had to think about it, and I honestly
didn't get to rearrange everything. Fuck.
Yeah, well, Ghost Babel wasn't in my top 5 before. It is now.
Or 3.
Took 5th place. Yeah.
Oh, so those two.
So
shit.
Yeah. So it was edged out by Ghost Babel for 5th place. Yeah. I still love the game. Don't get me wrong. It's still so much better than 2, but it didn't quite make the top 5.
Okay.
But yeah, I gave it an A. I gave it an A.
Well, for me, it's an A, and it's my top A.
Okay.
So it is my number 1A. So now what are we gonna do?
I'm willing to bring it up to a D plus.
A D plus. Well,
I was gonna say this might be one of those. We just have to might have to say let bygones be bygones.
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm willing to go up 2.
Wow. Okay.
I know it's weird. Right?
Why?
Well, Chris brought his sound down too. But...
Well, because I can personally leave it at a D in mine.
Fair, but like, what are you willing to why are you willing to as a collective bring it up to a B?
Because I know I'm in the minority in this.
Okay.
And it's my own personal hangups that bring it to a D for me.
Okay.
Right. That's right.
You know, Noise, I can 100% bring it from my top A to a B rank because I do know why you don't like it. I also hate the bad things about it, you know, or the what do you call it? Hangups of it. The things that I guess would drive anyone mad do piss me off too. But I do like the other stuff that I like, and that's why it's high for me.
It outweighs the pros outweigh the cons for you.
For 100% for me, like the stealth camo, you know, a lot of the stuff I like about it, I like. So I'm okay with that. Dethroning as my top as a collective, putting it as a B. Chris, do you think that's fair? Do you think putting it as a B is okay?
Actually, it's interesting. I was willing to go down to a C.
Oh, you're willing to go down to a C.
I was ready to go down to a C to meet Noise part way because I can sympathize, not necessarily empathize. I can sympathize with a lot of his issues with this game because I 100% see where he's coming from.
Yeah. Again, same here. I can 100% see it. I'm just like, I liked it though. Like I said, yeah. I that's funny. You were willing to go into a B.
Somehow
you went up to a B.
Somehow now we've all disagreed on.
No, I was willing to go down to a C is what I was saying.
Yeah. That's what he was saying.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying is now we're at opposite ends again.
Yeah.
Because I'll bring it up to B. Well, I'm gonna bring it down to a C if you want.
No.
Shit.
So I guess it's between you and Noise now. Because I'm like,
well, you and me cancel each other out.
Okay, so B.
I guess. Yeah.
B. That's where it stays. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It dethrones it from my top A. You know,
German has spoken. That's where it stays.
Yeah. All right.
No, I can see it as B. Because again, it does have its flaws. 100% it has its flaws. But it's yeah. I guess that's where it is.
It's if it wasn't for that last cutscene, I wouldn't be able to bring it down to a C. But that last cutscene just
went on.
It's too much.
What else was there? There was something
it's
else.
Just a little too much.
Oh man, I don't remember what I was going to say, but okay. I don't remember. There was something I was going to say, but I don't remember off the top of my head right now. But okay, this is the official right now. Okay,
this is our official tier list.
Our tier list is looking rather phallic like.
It does.
Phallic? What's that? What's that word?
Penis.
Penis? Oh, okay.
How do I make it more?
Well, if you want to make it symmetrical, then I guess you put that in C tier. But I don't know. Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It's a bell curve, so
yeah,
it makes sense.
I think it's cool.
So yeah,
I think it's a good graph. I think a graph.
It's a good representation.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess I'll read this out for the listeners, just in case you guys lost track in that whole. This took longer than I thought it was going to take.
Yeah, honestly, but it's okay.
So Metal Gear Solid Mobile, not played. We weren't able to play it, unfortunately. If you're one of the people out there who somehow figured this shit out, please contact us so we want to play this somehow.
Yeah.
Nothing in F tier, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I actually expected at least one game to be in here. D tier, we got Metal Gear and Snake's Revenge, both of them for the NES. No surprise, I guess. C tier, we have Metal Gear for the MSX and Metal Gear Acid. For B tier, we got Metal Gear 2, Solid Snake, VR missions. I don't know how I can convince you guys to put that in B. Twin Snakes, digital graphics novel, which was another one that surprised me. I'm glad you guys really liked the animatics and everything, because it's not even a game, but it's kind of a game. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad you guys really liked it. It's one of those special ones that I'm like, you guys need to watch this, and you tell Metal Gear fans and they're like, oh, I'm not going to sit down and watch something.
Like, I know it. I know everything.
What do you mean you're not going to sit down and watch it? You sit down and watch fucking 11 hours of Metal Gear Solid 4 goddamn cutscenes and you won't watch this? Anyways, Portable Ops Plus, and Metal Gear Solid 4 B tier. And A tier, we got MGS2, Sons of Liberty, Ghost Babel, and Metal Gear Acid 2. And then S tier, I think to no surprise, probably to anybody.
Yeah.
MGS and MGS3 Snake Eater.
Yeah.
What is crazy is, now that I'm looking at this list, I'm like, how the hell did that game get that one? Who convinced the, I'm like, how did that one jump so many? I'm like, So interesting. I like that we played. Again, I think it's very balanced. Because some of there's clearly some that are like, that's not where I would put it. But as a collective, I think that's where we obviously that's where we agreed. So it's just interesting to see it.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
as always, it'll be interesting to see how our viewers rate their games too.
Like I said, I'll put the link in there, and we would love to see your guys' tier lists. Of course, like I said, I don't think we're going to be supporting the meta socials anymore. So, Chris, your job has gotten a lot lighter. Just YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube and Patreon. Yeah,
YouTube and Patreon. Yeah.
Which
and Discord. You do still post them in Discord, right?
I haven't done that for a long time. I don't know why. But
shit.
I will start doing that again.
Okay, if you want to, it's up to you. You're the editor.
I don't think there was a reason that I started. I think I just forgot. So I'll have to start doing it again. Yeah.
Executive order to forget. But yeah, so if you guys want to post your stuff for us to, and you want us to see it, join our Discord. It's free.
Yeah.
Link down below. We want to see what everyone thinks. It's always nice to see other people's perspectives, and it's okay to disagree, you guys. It's no big deal. I'm sorry I put you all through that shit in Metal Gear Solid 4. It's okay. It's over. We're moving on.
We're moving on. There's more stuff to cover. So I remember that the tier list is only stuff that's been covered so far.
That's
so
right.
We'll do a new
still
one.
Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more games to play.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Jeremy said we'd do this in a year. And guess what? It's been a year. So obviously we don't have enough time for the quiz.
Oh, yeah. Dang.
Yeah. But that's all right. I actually thought we were going to zoom through this, and I was like, oh, man, is this going to be enough content?
I did too, actually. It's funny.
So, yeah. So we'll do the quiz in the next one, which will be Digital Graphics Novel 2.
Mm-hmm. It was honestly kind of nice getting to reminisce about everything, too.
Yes.
And think about everything and how it all worked together and compare and contrast and all that. So that it was a nice episode.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I liked the whole back and forth, like, can I convince you to come over this way?
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
We found some compromises. We did not budge on MGS1, that's for sure, though. We're like, nope. Chris could have put it in C and would have been like, it's still an S, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Digital Graphics Novel 2, if you have what's it called? Master Collection, Volume 1, you are able to just watch it there. It's part of the bonus content stuff. So yeah, just like on Steam, it's a separate part. It's where you get to play the NES versions of Metal Gear. So it's there, and you can see Digital Graphics Novel 1 and 2. So if you want to go back to 1, it's there also. If you have the PS3 Legacy Collection, it was either a download or it's in the discs somewhere, and it's like in your videos section in your menu. Otherwise, you can find it on YouTube. It's out there, I think, in 1080p, so you can enjoy it that way if you just want to watch it on the go. But that's what we're doing next week, you guys. So, like I've said before, Chris will love this.
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
I'm interested to see this, yeah.
But yeah, I guess thanks again, you guys, for listening. And one thing I've been forgetting to do, actually, is to thank our Patreons for supporting the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are keeping this alive financially, helping pay the bills for the podcast and keeping the hosts alive and stuff. So really appreciate you guys coming in also and contributing to the recordings. We do like that. We do like having producers coming in and telling us what's what every once in a while.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. I was your host, Noise, and the other two.
I am Riser, aka Chrono Riser.
Right? I am Damn It Chris, aka Blue Rhino Boss. And yes.
Okay. I always forget, man, because it was like Chronorizer and it was also like Chrononaut.
Well, we shortened it. Yeah, we shortened it from Chrononaut to just Chrono. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because man, we really haven't referenced the time traveling stuff in a while.
No, it's been a minute.
It's been a while, yeah.
I become stable.
Yeah. You're not time slipping anymore.
Like, no, man, that shit was all over the place back then.
That was like for months and months. Like, who is this German?
Where am I?
When am I?
When am I? That's the truth.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much for listening. And like I said, links down below for all the stuff that you need to know.
Yeah.
So see you guys next time. Bye.
Cool.
Bye-bye.